everybody? How we doing? Yes, folks, I am back in the hosting chair after being out last week due to the holiday. But I am glad.
Yay!
I'm glad to be back. And glad to be coming back here with a busy ass weekend of pro wrestling that we just had.
Yeah. Oh my God! Did we ever?
I'm calling this weekend Returnalmania. I think that's a good term to use.
Yeah, I would say that.
Yeah, for the most part, yes.
But let me throw it out and see how everybody's doing first. Let me throw it over to Ryan first. Ryan, how
what's
you
up?
doing?
I am exhausted after the weekend I had of wrestling. But again, we had a lot of other wrestling on here, so I'm excited to talk about it.
Yes, and you actually, if I'm not mistaken, you made even though you've been doing this now for what, over 10 years?
Yeah.
You actually had a debut this weekend.
Yeah, I did. A very rare debut with a little known company called FWF, which is associated with the Major Pod Wrestling Network or Major Wrestling Pod Network. I always fuck up the name. Brian, Matt, don't kill me. Just plain John for me.
And that was over at the Mecca, if I
yes. But it was a lot of fun though. We had a couple of surprises throughout the show. We had Josh Matthews make an appearance, and that was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Let me throw it now over to Mr. Costa. Costa, what's going on, buddy?
Yeah, I just returned from a long weekend. For those that don't know, the reason why I wasn't on Saturday's show because it was Canadian Thanksgiving on October 10th, I believe, right? Or this long weekend. So yeah, I enjoyed a relaxing evening with family, enjoying Thanksgiving, and yeah, just enjoying wrestling like all of us. So yeah, it was fun.
Now let me ask this: what do you have at a Canadian Thanksgiving?
The same thing everybody else has, boss. Turkey and all the craving, cranberries, everything you can imagine.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So great. Now I'm hungry. Thanks, Costa.
You're welcome.
But guys, we are back. If you want to find us, you find us right on. We're on YouTube. We're on Facebook. We're on Twitter. We're everywhere.
Everywhere.
And don't worry, folks. We have some stuff to announce, like usual, towards the end of the show tonight.
We're turning into Tony Khan, man.
No, but Costa, here's the difference, though. With our announcements, that they actually mean something.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, I know they do.
Yeah. But guys, let's get into it. We're gonna get rolling now.
Don't forget, Mr. Blaine. Also, too, we have one more announcement of the challenge between you and myself that gets announced tonight that Costa and Mr. Peterson already know about.
Oh God.
Yeah, I know. So folks, tune in for that part because that's gonna be when we call it announcement time on this show.
Exactly.
But let's get into it because last night on Monday Night Raw they had their season premiere over in Brooklyn, Barclays Center, New York, in the Barclays Center.
Yeah.
Now, first thing I want to get you guys' opinion on: what do you think of the new announcer, as I call him, Sheamus's less fit brother?
To be honest,
who wants to start? Oh, there you go.
No, go ahead.
No, who's going to start? Me or him?
Whoever wants to start.
All right, I'll start.
I'll go first.
Your question was, what do I think about Sheamus's younger brother? You said, right?
Yeah, Kevin Patrick.
To be honest, I think his backstage commentary also gave him an edge because I thought he was better than Jimmy Smith. I thought he was a lot better than Jimmy Smith. He did a good job. It was okay.
Ryan, what about you?
Whoa.
All right, little 3D action. So I've always been a fan of him, especially when he did the backstage interview and whatnot. So I thought he did a pretty decent job.
Yeah.
For the bits that I saw of it, because I was doing some other stuff last night, he seemed okay for the most part. As now we get a tour of Ryan's apartment.
Yep. This is what happens when my laptop's having issues. I do it on my phone, so bear with me, folks.
No, you're good. It's live podcasting, so you know.
We're live, pal. We're live.
Yep.
Yeah, maybe we should.
but
Maybe we should make a housing show showing all of Ryan's apartment. Let's
Oh hell no! It'll be a short video, just like Anyway,
You're funny, Ryan.
Okay.
You're funny.
I try to be.
Oh wait,
Well, thank you.
I hear crickets.
Yeah.
That's all. That's because your DMs from the ladies are empty. Now,
Moving on. We did have a few returns though last night.
Yep.
Yes,
On
we
top
did.
of the 900 we had over the weekend.
Okay.
So we had 905 last night.
Yes. And let's go with the one that kind of surprised me, and I'm not talking about the tag team that returned. Brock Lesnar is back,
Yes.
Yes.
My boy Brock.
Yes.
and he cost Bobby Lashley the U.S. title last night.
Basically, yeah.
Obviously,
Pretty much.
this is to set up their match at Crown Jewel.
Blood oil money mania.
Yes. I found it interesting the way they did it, because I noticed also if you watched it before that segment, and they were doing a commercial for I think it was from USA Network, and they said, "Oh yeah, tune into Monday Night Raw. We could see certain superstars like Bianca Belair, and then they're like Brock Lesnar." I'm like, that's interesting that you dropped that name on a night like tonight.
Yeah.
I mean they've done stuff like that before, like especially when they're like promoting the local house shows and whatnot. They always say cars up to change. So
Yeah, but then all of a sudden, when Bobby Lashley's in the ring and he's cutting a promo of everybody he's beaten, and he drops Brock Lesnar's name again.
no, I know. I just think it's funny. I know.
And usually, as I've learned a lot listening to certain shows, when it comes to anything pro wrestling, nothing is said without there being a reason.
Pretty much.
And I personally am looking forward to Brock versus Bobby, because I
Too.
know
Oh, I am too. I've been waiting for that match for like a long ass time, man.
well they've
They've had it before.
I know, but I mean, this is at the time I was really, really young, right? So now it's gonna have more of a
Cass, I think recently.
huh?
No, Costa. They had it at the.
Oh yeah, my bad. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, the Rumble. I was like, I know they just
Memory
booked the
lapse.
championship.
Memory lapse. Yeah.
But now it's gonna be a little bit different, because now what I'm curious to see with how they go about this is, does Bobby Lashley know? Okay. Now let me ask you guys this: does this make Lesnar the heel or the face in this?
Both of them are face. Both of them are face because he's just too. Because Lesnar's too likable now. That's the thing.
Well,
I
yeah,
know,
this
I know.
Cowboy Lesnar is actually probably the best Lesnar we've seen ever.
How about Boombox? No, Boombox Brock.
Yeah, boombox. The boombox.
Yeah.
Money
Yeah.
in the boombox.
But this one where he's cutting his own promos now, he doesn't have,
He's gaining a lot of confidence, man. I love it.
Oh yeah,
He's gaining a lot of confidence.
But now what I'm curious is how they go about this.
Yeah.
Because obviously Brock is not a full-time worker.
No.
He is somebody who works, every couple of months. And also, here's the thing I find kind of interesting. Is this going to be one of those things if he comes back for Crown Jewel that we don't see him again until the Rumble?
Probably, yeah. I wouldn't be
Or Mania.
Or Mania, yeah.
Well, then who would you put him up against if you do it like that? So let's become bookers here, like we've done it. Like it feels like we do a lot of times. You have Brock Lesnar just comes back now, and you have him going up against Lashley in a couple weeks at Crown Jewel.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because like I said, that would be Bobby. That would be Bobby Brock too.
Yes.
Do you hold off on 3 till the Rumble?
No, you hold up 3 until Mania.
Until Mania, yeah.
But
Yeah.
what's the? I guess okay. But this is my question. You got 2 guys right now. Neither of them are rookies, so to speak.
I know.
So
But you do something drastic. You do something drastic with them at Mania.
like what?
No disqualification, perhaps.
Steel Steel cage, perhaps. Anything.
Or I got another one. Since WWE loves to bring back old time matches,
What?
how about Lions Den?
Yeah.
They're
That
both
would
former MMA stars. I mean,
Or
go ahead.
or Last Man Standing.
Yeah. Last man standing. Yeah.
That's definitely an interesting one, to say the least. I'm just no. Go ahead.
No, because think about this. Lashley has one win over Lesnar.
Yes.
Then you probably have Lesnar win at Crown Jewel. Then you hold him off until Mania. There's the rubber match.
Yep.
Yeah, but I still think you need to do something, kind of add up, kind of make it, since you are going to be out in Los Angeles, you kind of want to make that one of your attraction matches.
Then for God's sakes, just do Brock Lesnar versus Johnny Knoxville. That's all I gotta say.
That's not to say we did.
Hey, listen, him and Sammy at Mania was actually better than I thought. So I'll give him tons of credit on that one.
It was really good.
Yeah, him and they were. I'll definitely say that much. They were definitely good on that. But I mean, you look at. I'm just saying Lions Den because it'll bring back an old match that they had back in the day.
Yeah.
And you have two guys who are former MMA stars who it'll fit their personas a little bit better. If you want to call it that.
Also, wait a minute. I just thought of something, and I don't know if it's going to work, but hear me out.
Okay.
Daniel Cormier.
Yep.
Just made an appearance.
I think I know where you're going with this.
Extreme Rules, correct?
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
You're talking about having WrestleMania in Hollywood, right?
Yep.
So you have two UFC former or current UFC stars going at it in Hollywood.
Actually, Lesnar was never in the UFC. I mean, not Lesnar. Lashley was never. Lashley was Bellator. So if you think about it, it's Bellator versus UFC.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. So
And by the way, sorry to cut you off, Costa. Andrew Basinger, top fan, says hello to all.
Hey, Andrew, how you doing tonight, buddy?
We love you.
I'm doing your job, John. Mister, I'm in the hosting chair. And what are you doing? Not a damn thing. You have me and Costa doing all the talking.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm letting you guys talk, okay?
All right. So what do you think of? I don't know. It could be Brock Lesnar versus Daniel Cormier.
No. Honestly, I'll tell you right now.
The only reason why I'm bringing it up is because they had the altercation in the cage. In the UFC cage. Remember?
Yes, but the thing is this though. You look at Cormier right now, and I know it was only beginning of October, and Mania is still 5 months away.
Yeah, 5 months away. Yep.
We got another comment coming in from Andrew. Have we got to Bray Wyatt yet? No, we have
not yet.
Not yet, Andrew. We'll get to it.
And we got another comment coming in from Brandon saying, "How's it going, guys?"
Hey, what's up, Brandon?
How you doing tonight, Brandon? Appreciate you watching.
Okay. You mentioned Cormier.
Yes.
Why not bring back the fight pit at Mania?
Oh, that's another good idea. Yeah.
Granted, I know they did it with Rollins and Riddle, which we will get into, by the way. But why not? But why not do the same thing again with Cormier as the special guest referee?
Ooh,
I could see that.
But Lesnar wins the rubber match with Cormier helping him out.
Helping him out?
Yeah.
Really?
It would definitely be interesting. I just don't think
Cormier tie up loose ends.
I just don't think Cormier right now is, and after I saw him Saturday in that main event, he doesn't.
He can't even walk.
No,
I know.
I mean, I love the part, and obviously we'll get into Extreme Rules later on. But there was a few moments where they went to go for a move and they accidentally grazed him, and he threw them to the wall. He goes, "You're not fighting me. Back off."
Yeah.
So honestly, I don't think he doesn't seem like the type to I don't think he's in any in-ring action.
To compete.
Yep, we actually have another comment coming in from a good friend of ours, Stephen Cruz, who
Hi, Steven.
you know who he is.
Is that who I think it is?
That's exactly who it is.
My man, I haven't heard from him in a long time.
Yes, but yeah. So Brock Lesnar definitely came back. That was a big pop.
Yeah.
But then,
And also, by the way, I forgot to mention this. The first 3 words in his mouth are, well, holy shit!
by the way, USA Network, why do they have to bleep out holy shit?
I know!
Wait, they bleep. Wait. They
Yes.
bleep out holy shit.
Yeah!
If you watch back to last night's Raw, when they were showing Bray's return,
Yeah.
they showed Lesnar's return, and I think even when the tag team returned, which we'll get to them momentarily.
Yep. Yeah. I'm like, what the fuck?
All you kept hearing was holy bleep. Holy bleep.
Okay.
Holy bleep.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the hell's going on here? And I'm like, yes, I understand it's network television, but still, you have to.
Come on, if CBS can get away with saying shit, then why can't TNT?
I know.
I mean, yeah.
Sorry.
I'm sorry.
USA. But yeah, I thought they were supposed to change the rating to 14. What happened, man?
No.
Because apparently USA Network is owned by Nickelodeon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yo, but I thought of another idea.
No wonder John loves the channel so much.
Yeah. I thought of another idea maybe. Do you guys think Ken Shamrock comes back in any shape or form? Any way, shape, or form?
I didn't think of that.
Ken Shamrock can be the special guest referee.
I mean, I know there was
okay.
fans who wanted him to come back for the fight pit.
I do. I want him to come back. For real.
So maybe say that for Mania.
Yeah.
I mean, last picture I did see of him. He is in really good shape.
He was
hello. I worked with him a few years ago in Impact.
Yeah, he was in really good shape.
Mm-hmm.
You're Ryan, man. Can we switch lives, man? Please. You're a lucky guy, man.
Well, especially after the weekend I had. Holy shit, dude.
Yeah.
But
Which by the way, you can watch the replay at FWF Live 4 on Fight TV. Just saying.
On Fight TV, right.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I saw your posting. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. That's great. Good shit, man.
From the Mecca, Richfield Park, where everyone and their mothers run out there like a whorehouse in Texas.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's wrestling, man. It's wrestling related.
Oh, please.
All
But
good.
that's basically what pro wrestling does. That pro wrestling in that area is.
Yeah.
Let's get to the other return that happened last night. And that's
Hold on. Let's lead up to how it transpired first.
yes,
Okay.
Ryan, if you don't mind, please leave that because I may actually have a guest coming on in a few minutes.
Sure. My apologies for 1 second, folks. My nose is a little right now, so give me 1 second. I'm gonna put myself on.
But while Ryan is blowing his nose,
I'm good.
okay, you do that. I'll take care of what I got to take care of. I'll even.
So what happened? So what happened, ladies and gentlemen, was that Judgment Day is coming out, and Finn Balor is talking about his victory over Edge at Extreme Rules, which again we will get into later on. So they're talking now, and the biggest teaser has been going on for the last few weeks was his association with AJ Styles.
Yeah.
AJ Styles comes out and says, "No, hold on, Finn, you're right, And then he went down on his knee, bowing at, somewhat bowing to him, like I accept you as my Lord, like one of those things. And then they hug. And then Finn's like, "Oh, I'm so glad. Oh, AJ Styles, I'm so glad that you can join us, my friend." And you see Styles smiling. All of a sudden, he's like, "I wasn't talking about you." Crowd pops, and who comes out but
Gallows and Anderson.
Oh,
yep.
Oh, hell yeah.
The OGOC.
I love them. I was one of the first people that bought an OC shirt, so now I can bring it back, baby.
So do I. So do I.
And I sat there, and by the way, this also made history now because Carl Anderson is currently a New Japan Pro Wrestling never open weight champion.
Wow. Yeah.
Not for long, but he will be.
Oh yeah, he supposedly from what I read, they're not signed with New Japan.
No.
They're only working
right.
States right now because from what I know, they're good friends with the head guy who runs
Gato.
No, not even Gato. Rocky Romero.
Oh, Rocky, yeah.
Rocky's good friends with them.
Yep.
But I will say this right now: you put them in that tag team division on Monday Night Raw.
Which they need.
Yeah.
But I like the fact that they brought them back. And by the way, the crowd reaction was great. I'll get into that. I'll get into the crowd reactions in a bit.
Mm-hmm.
But I like the fact that they came back. They came back to WWE, and they're involved in a major storyline.
Yes.
But here's the other thing. Also, you didn't hear any scuttlebutt. You didn't hear Sean Ross Sapp or Meltzer say anything. And supposedly they had interest in the Good Brothers when they were still with Impact.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Which actually brings me up to this photo that I found earlier today that I wanted to bring up to you guys that I found very interesting. And this is a list of all the returns we have seen since Triple H took over creative control.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll just run them through quickly. We got Dakota Kai, Karrion Kross, Dexter Lumis, Hit Row, Johnny Gargano, Braun Strowman, Candice LeRae, obviously Bray Wyatt, and the Good Brothers. And I think, and Costa, you said this before we went live tonight, I think that list is going to grow even more.
There's more to come. Way more to come. Yep.
Because from what I'm gathering, a lot of people who left, it wasn't because of Hunter. It was because of Vince.
Yeah.
Vince and that whole regime.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Well, who's left in this regime? I think only Kevin Dunn.
Isn't Bruce still around?
Oh yeah, old Bruce.
And Bruce,
he's still around.
Bruce. I think Bruce too. Yeah.
Yeah, but Bruce and Kevin. But I heard rumblings that Kevin Dunn was going to be out the door for a long time now.
Soon.
We all have.
Soon.
Well, they have to because they need a new Beaver to run that production.
Yeah. Maybe they can hire Ryan Peterson. Maybe. Oh.
Nope.
Okay. I got you.
Ryan, you're funny.
Yeah.
But
what did I do?
That is if he doesn't stumble walking across. Anyway.
No. If John stumbles, he'll accidentally unplug the entire stream.
Yeah.
So what are we saying? I'm a klutz?
Yes.
Yeah.
Just remember, mini golf course, John.
Oh Jesus Christ! Yeah.
Sorry, he's not here. He's not here at the moment. He's too busy. He's too busy laughing at you.
Yeah, folks. If you were there, you would have got a kick out of it as Ryan and Carl did that day.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
yes, I think the list will definitely grow.
Yep.
But now with the fact that you have the Good Brothers here.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah, that part.
Too fucking sweet.
You realize now what else happens?
What?
There's now a bit of Bullet Club in every wrestling promotion now.
Mm-hmm.
In the world.
And guess what?
What's up?
Every Shield member has a title.
Yes, which we'll get to that in a second. But if you think about it this way, obviously you got New Japan has those guys from Bullet Club.
Yep.
AEW has the guys from the Bullet Club.
Mm-hmm.
WWE now has guys from the Bullet Club.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we're going to get more from the Bullet Club.
Yeah.
Impact has Bullet Club members.
Yeah. Yep.
How big
Chris
is
Bay and Ace Austin.
Yeah.
Who's the other one?
Ace Austin.
And Chris Bay.
That's what I just said. I'm sorry, I didn't put them in the proper vernacular like you did, but I put them in I mentioned both
This
of
is
them,
what. See, this is why I'm an announcer because I know what I'm saying.
and I'm just a schmuck.
You said it, not me.
But you look at the Good Brothers coming back. I think they become a legit threat towards the Usos.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Because now no, go ahead.
They have history.
Yeah, because if people don't remember, the night the Good Brothers debuted back in 20, was that
17.
That was 17. Yeah, it was against the Usos.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I remember that. Yeah.
But yeah, I could easily see a possibility of if you book him right, and I would not be against this at all. How about Good Brothers and AJ versus Usos and Roman?
Yeah. Well, I think they're going to be part of you know what? I think they're going to be part of Survivor Series in one way.
War Games,
right?
yes.
So they're going to be part of that team.
Mm-hmm.
I can honestly see it being Team AJ versus you have the Bloodline, which I want to get to in a second because I have to give my flowers to Sami Zayn.
My boy Sami Zayn is untouchable right now. Absolutely incredible.
I'm going to say this right now. Sami Zayn right now is the most underrated wrestler.
I love Sami Zayn. He's the best, man.
Because, and I've said this before on the show, he is very similar. What he's doing right now with the Bloodline is what Owen Hart did with Nation of Domination back in the day. It's the exact same thing.
So basically, he's the Owen Hart of the group.
To put it bluntly, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to say this right now. You all better not diss Canadians again. Do you realize how much entertainment we give you? Sami Zayn is the best wrestler out right now.
Costa.
But here's the thing. Owen Hart was the '90s. What happened in the mid 2000s? Nothing. I'm just kidding. I love Canada.
Wow.
I love Canada.
Wow.
I'm sorry. I don't know what I'm talking about.
I think it's that Boston cream donut you're enjoying.
Somebody lit a fire under Ryan's ass today. I don't know who it was, but
I'm in a good fucking mood because, well, I got to deal with schmuck number one in the corner over here.
Okay.
What did I do?
And there's that voice again. Yeah.
I don't talk like this. Oh shit, I do.
Did you guys miss this last week when I wasn't here?
Yeah.
No, we enjoyed it. I'm just kidding.
I think last week was our best show ever. I think the viewership went up
Well,
double.
I agree. No, I'm just kidding.
well, we were talking about that week. We have to bring up Ryan eating the donut the way he was eating it.
This is what happens when I'm working all day and I'm fucking starving.
No, it's not. Because last week I was fasting because of the holiday.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
And I wanted to watch you guys, just see how you guys would do. Plus, also I wanted to hear what this announcement was going to be that our producer wanted to make, which apparently he has another one he has to make tonight regarding our challenge that we're doing.
Oh God.
Yes.
Oh God.
Oh yes.
And I was watching it, and I saw you eating a donut. I was like, "Son of a bitch! Now I'm hungry." So thank you for that one.
You're welcome. So I do want to address something that happened on Raw last night.
Go right ahead.
The Brooklyn crowd fucking sucked.
Yes, they did.
Because how in the fuck do you not cheer for Johnny Gargano?
Yeah.
In that building where he has plenty of history. But then again, someone else pointed out, oh yeah, this is casual WWE. This is not NXT WWE because NXT fans were actually real wrestling fans, not the ones that randomly go to a WWE show to see big sweaty men who don't know how to run the ropes properly. aka the 80s.
Yeah. But I also didn't get the crowd for a lot of it last night because it felt like the crowd for most of last night seemed dead.
No.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead, Costa. I want to hear yours.
I was saying, I think it's because, and this might not make sense, but it's because of like everybody's trying to wrap their head around what happened on Saturday. It's like what's gonna happen next. So it just everybody like anticipating something big happening, and like their energy is focused on one thing. That one thing is Mr. Bray Wyatt.
Yeah, but I would think on the flip side, with what we saw this past weekend with Bray Wyatt returning,
yeah,
and everything that that's going to be happening in weeks to come, I would think that everything would be like lively because it's like holy crap, this company made a huge turnaround in the last 2 months.
Yeah, months.
Yeah.
Months. Yeah.
Yeah, month to 2 months. That it's like. So I know the comments can be as, oh well, we had the pay-per-view on Saturday. I don't buy that. To me, it's like, and I get the fact Brooklyn is one of your smart mark fan bases.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that had something to do with it. But I felt the crowd last night was, the show last night was great. Don't get me wrong.
I agree.
From what I saw in the raid, I think they pulled a 1.5, if I'm not mistaken.
And they were competing with Monday Night Football.
I think it was 2. Was it 2 or 1.5? I don't know.
Carl, if you can check that for us, I appreciate it, buddy.
Yeah.
But the fact that it really killed it for me was that when Johnny Gargano's music hit and there was no reaction at all,
yeah,
that really pissed me off. I'm like, Brooklyn was supposed to be like one of the rowdier crowds.
Yeah.
Where the fuck were they last night? Because clearly they were not there.
No. I get what you're saying that, everybody's so focusing on Bray right now, they figured Bray was going to be there.
Yeah.
But I'm sorry, to me, I would have the mentality of, okay, this company had a second chance. They've made a huge turnaround. The booking, the storytelling, everything is more compelling now than it's ever been before.
Yeah.
I think that would get people excited, get people around. I'll give you an example. Did you guys ever hear of the thing called the Wrestling Club? It's a program out. I think are they in Brooklyn, or I know they're somewhere in the city area.
Yeah, I know they're in the Five Boroughs, but I've seen them on TikTok, but I love it.
They were there last night. And you had all those kids who were like jumping for joy. And that's what I'm like. You have these little kids who are jumping for joy, yet you have these older guys and most of the crowd who are just sitting there going, "Oh, great, Monday Night Raw, wonderful." And it's like,
if you're gonna be like that, then why the fuck did you go?
Yeah, but that also grinds my gears when you have wrestling fans who sit there and sit on their phones during a wrestling show.
John, no, I'm just kidding.
You do it during the show, so it's.
I'm checking notes, so I'm doing work.
Okay. I saw you on Invictus, and your phone was all the way up to here. Hold on. Your phone was up to here, and it's on camera.
Well,
I wanted to sneak it behind you and just smack it in your face.
Well, I was posting some stuff on social media.
You were posting stuff on social media.
Gentlemen.
Yes.
Last night's Monday Night Raw drew an average of 1.8 million viewers.
It was
up from 1.5 the week before.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and mind you, that's also
the 18 to 49 demo was 0.55. It was up from a 0.40 last week.
Wow. Okay.
And from what I gathered, the demo number is the bigger number than the actual viewership.
I'll never understand that. I never will understand that.
If you go back and you listen to, who was it? Brandon Thurston, I think his name is, who's the guy who does the WrestleNomics.
Yeah.
He just did Jericho's podcast recently, and he explained that whole thing.
Really? I gotta
That
listen to
the
that.
bigger number is. I gotta listen to it again. But he said the bigger number that you look for is how they did in the demo, not how they did in the viewership.
Yeah, I gotta listen to that because that doesn't make. Yeah, Ryan's right. It doesn't make sense. That doesn't.
It
Make
doesn't.
sense. It doesn't.
Yeah, but to me, that's where it does. That I agree that doesn't make sense because to me, if you have a demo of like a 0.5, how is that bigger than pulling in a 1.8?
That's what Costa and I were just saying. It doesn't make any fucking sense.
That doesn't make
Yeah.
sense. Yeah.
Yeah, so
I
that's
gotta
why.
check
Now,
that out. Yeah.
remember also too, gentlemen, it was going up against Monday Night Football.
Football,
And
yeah,
that drew
football,
in
exactly.
15 million viewers.
Exactly.
That was a hell of a game. I'm just saying right now.
Right.
That's
Because not
Bush
only
League
that,
shit.
you're going to remember, it was the return of DX, their 25th
Yes.
anniversary, which
Yeah.
is a special occasion for them, and they still drew low. In a way, they drew low.
Well, 1.8 is with you know what with DX being there and reuniting, I would say they should be at least 2 million though. So it's kind of low. It is kind of low. Yeah.
Yes, it's low, but I also think for a company that for the longest time on Monday Night Raw was barely pulling in a 1.
Yeah.
I mean,
I will.
No, go ahead.
No, go ahead, John, and then I'll say what I gotta say.
I was going to say, how long was it that on Monday Night Raw, especially during the football season, they were lucky if they were pulling in a 1.2.
Yeah, for like a few months.
Now the fact that they're pulling in a 1.8, yeah, granted, it was a season premiere. It was, you had the DX reunion, you had Brock's return, you had the Good Brothers return. Rollins is now your new U.S. champion. I can see where people make the argument that 1.8 is low, but I look at this way. Look at how far they've come.
Yeah.
In the last couple of years.
Yeah. I mean, the comment always used to be the fall would always be the fall of the falls. Because it always seemed like WWE would always take a break come start of September till the end of the year when it came to booking.
Yeah.
I mean, how many times did people make the comment that Survivor Series was basically the WWE's easiest way of not wanting to do any booking since basically it was champion versus champion for every match?
Pretty much. But now this year might be different.
Yeah. If they am pissed off, though, because if they stick with champion versus champion, means we're not going to get Lashley versus Gunther.
But by the way, what happened to this is another thing, but what happened to Tommaso Ciampa? Like
I don't know. They just haven't used him in the last couple of weeks.
Probably repackaging them.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah,
That's weird. Yeah.
because I think they're actually going to use him the right way now.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because I felt the pairing between him and Miz was very out of left field.
It was.
That was funny though. I like that. That was funny though.
Well, I'm sorry. The thing I popped last night big time was when the Miz started beating the crap out of the Flyers mascot.
Yeah. Gritty.
Oh, Extreme Rules, yeah.
No, yeah, Extreme Rules,
yesterday.
yeah. Okay, yeah. I thought it was. I think it was last night.
Oh, no,
I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry, but last night, have you guys noticed they threw in a dick joke?
Yeah.
God, yes.
I saw that.
Yes, Miz, you're two big balls with your big hardwood.
No, but that doesn't even top the fact of what was it? The whatchamacallit. If you remember the opening of the show had
Oh my god! Who put their cocks on the table? And it's the rubber chickens that squeeze. Like, what? And James like, well, I mean, I just put my cock on the table. I just put my cock only on the table. Oh, he's choking the chicken.
Yeah.
It's like, and remember in the beginning, people were just like, no, we can't curse, we can't say that. Penis. Can we say penis? This is it. This is what I'm talking about. Ah, shit. And then they start bleeping out. And it's like, how about dick? He's like, no, you can't say dick. And then he bleeps it out. And Sean's like, oh, he said dick. This show isn't deep shit.
But
classic DX.
But I also love the part when they came out at the end and Sean's on the mic and he goes, if we're here another 25 years, just take us out of our misery.
Yeah. Actually, speaking of that, first of all, I want to finish one last thing about the ratings thing.
Yeah.
there's one key thing that a lot of people are not talking about. So if you remember, like back in the days, they were pulling in, like 8, 9, even 10 million viewers and whatnot.
Yeah.
It's not just the content that was, it's not just the content that was, shown on the screens that was drawing the viewerships, but also back in the day, they did not have streaming services.
Yeah.
That's the key thing. That's why even regular TV shows nowadays, all the ratings are between like the 1s, 2s, even the 3s, because except for the Super Bowl. The Super Bowl always draws well.
Yeah.
But it's because that is shown worldwide. I mean, I'm granted everything else is shown worldwide, but for instance,
people watch at different times.
Exactly, people watch it at different times, and also they don't have basic cable. They can just go on Hulu, or if they have Peacock or the WWE Network. That's the big thing that everyone's talking. It's not just the content of the product that they're showing.
Yeah.
It's the fact that nowadays there are so many different options to stream wrestling.
Yeah.
Instead of back in the day where you had to go to the channel and set up your VCR. And yes, I know what those are, folks. Just saying. Set up your VCR and hit the record button at 9 o'clock, and pray to God they don't go past the 11 o'clock hour, or else you have to extend the timer.
Exactly.
Whereas nowadays, the next day it's on Hulu, with commercials or no commercials.
Well, all I hear, it's always good to stream on the cock.
Oh God.
just don't choke your chicken.
Jordan's chicken is never mind.
Wow.
Never mind.
And speaking of DX, last night there was something that was mentioned.
What?
How about Mr. Ass in China?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
And apparently, they were trying to get Billy Gunn to appear.
I think the best they probably would have done is gotten him to do a video package.
They should have done something.
Yeah.
I don't think this is on him. I think this is on freaking TK Tony Khan.
Yeah. Yep. I mean, I think Tony Khan also shit his pants when New Japan Pro Wrestling started retweeting WWE.
Retweet.
You didn't see that part?
No.
Yeah, supposedly when the Good Brothers returned, New Japan Pro Wrestling was retweeting WWE.
Really?
Well, yeah, because one of their champions is on WWE.
Yeah, but the fact that TK didn't want to let Billy Gunn, no.
Go up.
I agree with you, Ryan. I think they should have done
I
something.
don't think it was TK. I think the way Billy was let go from the company left a bad taste in his mouth.
Yeah. Okay. I forgot. Wasn't that the whole thing with the steroids or something like that?
Yeah, something like that. But
Yeah.
he was let go. That's why he signed with AEW, and that left a whole bad taste in his mouth. Because if you remember, especially at the Hall of Fame dinner, the Hall of Fame ceremony, when DX went in there, Triple H bluntly addressed it by calling AEW the lesser company.
The Pissant Company.
Pissant Company. That left a bad taste in his mouth.
I remember that too, because they were saying, I don't want to say anything because just fire me, and Billy was like, he can't fire me. And then Triple H says, no, he'll buy that Pissant Company just to fire your ass again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was also the same night that Bret Hart took the spear. He took a spear by a Rasta man.
Yes, and folks, by the way, if you're in the Long Island area, this Saturday, Bret Hart will be appearing in Hicksville.
Really?
At the Hicksville.
At Big Time Wrestling.
Yep, the Hicksville. What is it? The Hicksville Athletic Complex.
I'm trying to remember. I think it's. I know. I'm trying to remember because I've been in there before.
Yeah, I was in there last time. That Bully Ray was in there. Which, also, folks, if you happen to go there, Bully Ray and Devon Dudley will both be there. First time in 5 years that they will be signing together.
Yep.
Nice.
So you're not going to want to miss that. But no, but as far
Big
as
time wrestling always delivers.
oh yeah, especially I think the next night they're in Brooklyn. I think
No, the next week.
the next week they're in Brooklyn because I know they're having a tag match with Bret Hart managing FTR against
Jay Lethal and Homicide.
yes,
Wow.
yes.
Yep.
Well, that should be great. Wow.
And I heard, and I think there's a few other teams that are going to be there.
Probably, but folks, I was trying to say, yeah, on Monday Night Raw we have a new champion, and basically the greatest match in Monday Night Raw history, 5.5, 6 stars. Fuck you, Meltzer. And Seth freaking Rollins.
Which actually, he made history in that match.
2-time. Yep. Go ahead.
He is now a 2-time Grand Slam champion.
Yep.
Yeah.
And let me ask you guys this: who was the first one?
Miz.
Yep, Miz and Rollins, the only two WWE superstars to be a 2-time Grand Slam champion.
Mm-hmm.
And folks, if you do not know what I'm talking about by what a Grand Slam champion is, basically is that they have won every singles title and the tag title in the company. So it would be WWE Championship, US title, IC title, tag titles, Raw tag titles for Raw. On SmackDown side, it would be the Universal title, the IC title, and the SmackDown Tag Team Champions.
But when Miz was the first Grand Slam champion, that's when the brand split ended.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't think they're going to end the brand split so fast, though.
Oh! It's definitely gonna end. It's definitely gonna end.
I don't think so. Fox has too much control on SmackDown.
They do, and why do you think they do? Why do you think they're doing well?
Yeah, especially I read something which actually I'll hold up on that till we get to Extreme Rules.
Okay.
But that's the thing though, is that match was a decent match that Rollins had with Lashley.
Even though it was only 2 minutes, but still.
I mean, it showed one thing. I mean, it showed that that Rollins is the opportunist.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Rollins is Teflon, by the way. Now, like nothing.
Oh yeah.
He's untouchable.
Oh yeah.
Everything he does is absolute fire. Like incredible.
Oh, absolutely. Especially with especially talking down to Lashley when he's walking to the back. I think he said something along the lines of, "And you're a disgrace to your country.
You should be a soldier." Yeah, something like that.
No, you should be ashamed. You should be ashamed of it because he's also a former soldier.
Yeah.
Yes.
Which a lot of people did not know about.
Yeah, but Rollins in the last, I mean, yeah, since he's been in the company, has been great. But recently, he's on another level.
Oh yeah.
Especially, I mean, go ahead.
No, because you're talking about Rollins, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're actually giving him shit. They're actually giving him good shit, like the thing that he did with Roman at Royal Rumble, and then him coming out in the Shield attire and the theme to mind fuck him.
Yeah.
And then doing the whole thing with and then doing the whole the 3-match series with Cody. Come on.
Yeah.
The man has his theme song right out of the palm of his hand. The guy. Like,
oh hell yeah!
Yes, that's.
What I'm saying is I haven't seen that type of reaction in a long time. A long time.
Well, I mean, we brought this up a while ago. Rollins right now is WWE's Joker.
Yeah.
He's the Joker. Mm-hmm. He's basically the Joker from the Batman series.
Yep.
Where it's like you don't want to hate him, but he makes you want to hate him. when he turns around and he starts. I mean, if I remember correctly, one of the matches he had with Cody, didn't he dress up like Dusty?
Yeah. Oh, sorry, guys. I think so, yeah, something like that.
You're good.
And then obviously we saw Saturday he came out for some odd reason dressed up like Rob Van Dam.
RVD.
Can't figure that part out.
Yeah.
Unless
ECW, I don't know.
No.
What?
No.
What?
This is a stretch here.
Okay.
Isn't Riddle very big in 420 marijuana?
Yeah.
Isn't Van Dam also big in the 420?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
Could that be the reason why they did that?
Maybe.
I have no idea, but maybe.
That's the only thing I'm thinking of, because every other time Rollins has had a match, he is dressed up like something like his opponent. But I'm like, I know Riddle never comes in the Rob Van Dam, so that's the only thing. That's the only link I can make between the two of them.
I don't know. I don't know what the reason was. But.
I don't know either. I really don't know. But guys, I hope you guys are enjoying the show. Believe me, we still have a lot more to get to. We still have Extreme Rules to get to. We still have Bound for Glory to get to, which saw quite a few returns, including the X Division winner. So we have all that coming up for you guys. And again, guys, if you have any comments or questions that you want to bring up in the chat, definitely leave them in the chat below. Our esteemed producer will get them to us and we will answer them when you can. But Carl, I would like to ask you if you would like to make one of the announcements now.
Actually, I was just gonna say let's go to a commercial, shall we?
Yeah, let's do that. So we're gonna cut to a quick commercial. We'll be right back right after this.
All right.
Hey guys, this is Carl from the ATR Network, also the producer of the Around the Rose podcast, and I'm proud to introduce to you one of our good partners, Moonstar Smoke, right here in Animal Park, New Jersey. There's their phone number, their fax number. Guys, if you're a vape smoker like I am, they have everything you need. Also, too, if you're a hookah smoker, they have all your needs for that. Check them out. They're a mom and pop store. Sweetest people in the world, and you want to check them out. But also, too, you want to stay tuned to see more advertisements coming from them.
And we are back here on the Honorable Podcast right here on the ATR Network.
Hooray! What? I'm acting like our studio audience. Hooray!
Yeah, like everybody missed us for like 30 seconds. I'm joking.
One lesson.
Hey, listen, 30 seconds is a long time for some people, Costa.
I definitely know that. I definitely know that. I know what reference that is.
Sometimes even 10 seconds is long for some people.
Moving on.
Yeah.
One last thing I want to get to with Monday Night Raw before we move over and talk about some of the other stuff in pro wrestling is we have a return next week. Shocker!
What?
Elias is back.
I thought it was gonna be what's his name? Elder or Elmer.
No, supposedly Ezekiel isn't coming back.
Oh, what a shocker that is.
Thank you, Billy. Thank you.
Yep, we do.
Yeah, we do. We need our own. Yeah, we need our own. Yeah. You're correct.
Ay. We're gonna look into that.
So, John.
Yes.
Would you like to have some of the announcements right now?
Sure, let's break this thing up a little bit.
So, as you all know, this weekend we are down in Baltimore. John and myself will be down there with our good friend Billy, and we have mugs available.
That design is
Around the Road
incredible.
Podcast mugs.
Hey, Mr. Producer, how about you full screen yourself so you can get a better view of those
Yes.
awesome looking mugs?
Yeah, you're right. That's right.
Why not? That's a good idea.
At least some people in this group have a good idea. Sean.
So
Yes,
there's that.
Uh-huh.
Not only that, we also have our very own coffee.
Hell yeah.
We are working with Motor Oil Coffee Company for our own coffee.
Yes.
But that's not the best part. The best part is we have our own T-shirts that will all be available for sale down in Baltimore and any other location that we are part of.
Yes, sir.
Yes. And now, Mr. Carl, how would people be able to buy one of these?
1 second.
That's
We have a
actually-
comment coming in from a new subscriber. Cheyenne.
Oh.
Cheyenne, how much are the mugs? For a combo of the coffee and the mug for $25 that you can get through our PayPal account.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
We will put that on our social medias. This way you all can find out. Just when you do pay, please leave your name and address so we can mail them out to you.
Yeah.
Oh, Cheyenne, I didn't realize that. I've been a little busy, but thank you for subscribing, brother. We appreciate it very much.
Thank you. Thank
Cheyenne, I
you.
appreciate that. But yes, folks, definitely follow us on Twitter, follow us on Facebook. We'll have all the information of how you can get any of this stuff. And believe me, folks, we have more stuff that we're working on. We're just working on this.
We don't want to
Do
announce
you want to go into the challenge now, or do you want to wait a little bit for that challenge?
Let's wait a little bit. Let's
Let's
not
wait a little bit.
Yeah, let's not make this such
Okay.
a TK type of thing.
Okay,
But yes,
I go back to the background.
yep,
Bye-bye.
have fun.
Bye.
But guys, like I said before, definitely check it out. You're not going to want to miss this. All this stuff. I when it comes to the coffee, by the way, I have to thank Motor Oil Coffee big time because that whole process started a month ago.
Yeah.
And I give them a lot of credit for what. And then hold on, we look like we have some more comments coming in from Cheyenne. He goes, all the people watching, be smart like me and buy a mug in person. Save on shipping. Shipping is how Carl gets you.
Oh, dear God. Oh, dear God.
Ooh,
Oh, Cheyenne, thank you for that. Oh, shit.
Cheyenne, you little jumping bean.
Hold
Wait
on,
till
hold
I
on.
see you
Hold
on the
on, hold on, hold on,
28th.
hold on.
Your ass is mine. I'll deliver yours in person to you and
You
slap
guys
you over the
gotta
head with
remember.
it.
Hold on. You
Oh,
guys gotta
what?
remember.
Guys, stop. Guys, stop. Carl, what did you say?
I said I will deliver it to him in person and smack him over the head with it.
Oh,
Oh, God.
oh, geez.
John, read the last message Cheyenne put out.
I'll display it. How about that one?
Oh, my God.
oh, dude.
All
Oh, I
right,
gotta read
Dan,
this.
it's on.
I like this one from.
Yeah.
But John, this is the best one. And Mitchell, yes, that $100 is still there. You still want that 100 for me to slap chest, John? Yes.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
Oh, jeez. Cheyenne, take it.
Oh, that was brilliant.
he goes on.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh God.
Okay.
Thanks for the warning, Cheyenne. Now that because I'm in Canada, so I have to worry about. So
No, Costa. This is how Carl's gonna get it to you. You meet at the border on the Canadian side. Carl will meet at the New York border side, and he'll just stand there going over the border.
Oh God. Oh God.
Bombs away! The catapult. The catapult, a slingshot, a lacrosse stick to shoot it over. I don't know.
Jesus Christ. Oh God.
Oh God.
And if the coffee ends up in Niagara Falls, the Niagara Falls will taste like organic coffee.
Whoa. Okay, this show just went off the rails.
Yes, this is happening.
Oh my God.
Oh jeez. Cheyenne, thank you for that laugh.
Oh,
We definitely need
I need a cigarette now. After that.
Okay. Let's all compose ourselves here.
Goose brava. Okay.
But yes, guys. We did also find out last night on Monday Night Raw, Bray Wyatt will be returning.
Bray Wyatt. I thought you said
Elias.
Oh yeah, Elias. I'm sorry, that whole laughter thing before threw me off course. But yes, Elias will be back on Monday Night Raw next week.
Yep.
I guess he was out long enough that his beard grew back in.
I guess so.
Yeah, I guess so.
Or is this going to be Ezekiel in a beard?
No.
God, I hope not.
No. I don't think so. I think that Ezekiel character is gone, kaput. Yeah. I think so.
Because I hated that.
I know, me too.
And actually, Cheyenne wants to give us a compliment. Jokes aside, this is a great episode. You guys speak very openly about wrestling, very refreshing.
Thank you, boss.
Thank you, Cheyenne.
Cheyenne, I appreciate that, and that's what we do every week.
Thank you.
And then we have another comment coming in here from Mitchell.
What did you say?
Wrong one. Hold on. Let me take that one off. Raw was actually good. Yes, Mitch, that's basically what we're trying to get at.
It was
Raw
really
was
good.
actually,
Yeah, it was really
I'll be
good.
honest, Raw was actually better this year than the Raw after Mania.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it was close. It was really close.
No.
No.
Yeah.
It doesn't hold a candle.
Mm-mm.
Because especially the fact that especially coming out of 37, because we haven't had 38 yet.
Yeah.
No,
No, we didn't.
30.
we did. Yeah, 38. Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we did.
It was still Vince was running it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now you got Hunter. Because here's the way I look at it. Okay, Hunter ran NXT and it was phenomenal, and he had a limited budget.
Yep.
And he had limited resources.
Yep.
Now you're basically giving him. It's like, okay, well, you're traded in the Honda Civic, and we're going to give you the keys to the 2022 Ferrari. Have fun.
Yeah.
Basically, yeah.
And so far, I mean, with what he's done, there hasn't been anything bad.
And there's also, and speaking of, going back to that list of people that maybe that he brought back, there is a potential another name that may be coming back. Someone with a certain red beard by any chance?
Yes, I did hear that.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That supposedly Mitch also chimes in here and says Thorpe Brock was done after Vince left. That's why Brock lost at SummerSlam. Yeah, but Mitch, you offered Brock enough money, he'll come back. As long as he cooperate, he'll come back.
Especially if it's Saudi Arabia money.
Yeah, that's the other part we also have to forget. I don't know if this was WWE wants him back or basically the Saudi prince turned around to Hunter and said, you guys are coming here in a couple of weeks. We want Brock.
I'm thinking more to Saudi prince.
May I say something else about Brock Lesnar? I know we talked about it, but let me say something else. Is that okay?
Yeah, go right ahead.
Yeah.
I feel like, okay, I've always been a fan of Brock no matter what he does. So he's like my favorite wrestler. So I just found it weird how they implemented him into the into like the Lashley situation, it felt kind of weird to me. Like it was just so random. Because there was no hype to his comeback. I guess I don't know.
Because I think what they were
Am I
trying to
wrong on
do
this?
is, I think they were trying to give it the element of surprise because it was the
Yeah,
same
yeah,
thing they did
yeah,
before with the Good Brothers. I mean, yeah, there was a little bit of scuttlebutt yesterday afternoon that Brock was going to be coming back. I
Yeah, a
think
little
Sean
bit, yeah.
Rossap had said something about it.
I saw
But
one.
also, it kind of made sense when you think about it because they have to start set up for Crown Jewel.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Cause yeah, thank you, boss. It just seemed a little bit weird to me, a little bit.
Okay, but then if we go for what Costa just said about it being a little weird, then what would have take out that they had promoted him. Okay, let's put into the fact of the same situation.
Yeah,
Costa, I'm going to throw this to you. If you were Hunter, how would you have done that to have made more sense then?
Well, first of all, I would have the match against Rollins first, and then bring him out.
I could see that, and then have him have Lashley and Rollins have like a good 8 to 10 minute match.
Yeah, exactly.
Rollins wins, and you see Lashley's all pissed off, and then you hear that noise, and all of a sudden you see Lashley's face going, "Oh shit, more crap."
Exactly. That's the way to think about it. That's the way I think about it. What do you think? What do you think, Mr. Peterson? I see you making faces over there, so let me know what you think there.
If you pull it like that, then basically you're making Lashley look weak.
Yeah, but don't you make him look weak though?
No, you would make him more weak because here he is. He's supposed to be the babyface, and he loses the title. Now he's whining and crying and complaining, saying, "This is not fair. I deserve."
No, the Good Brothers was fine because we haven't seen them in a long time. I mean, the last time we saw Brock was at SummerSlam, right? So it was good. It was good.
And Mitch, to answer your question, why they weren't at Bound for Glory, they're not signed to Impact anymore.
Yeah.
Their contract with Impact Wrestling ended, I think,
August
sometime.
Yeah.
And I think they were just staying low for a while. I know they were doing a few things over in New Japan, but I think they were just laying low for a while until they figured out what their next option was.
Yeah, that's true.
But I mean, you look at what they did though, and I think with Lesnar. Now,
hold on. Can I go back to my statement, please?
Yeah. Go ahead. Sorry, Mr. Peterson.
Thank you. No, I'm just like I was in the middle of this, and you guys jumped to another question. I'm sorry. Like I'm talking from someone from a worker perspective.
Go right ahead.
The fact that you have hit, if you had that going on, like have him do the 10-minute match, he loses, and then he's back on the mic and he's like, whining and crying like. Whining and crying like, oh, this is not fair. I want a better matchup. If you make him look like that, you make him look like a big ass pussy.
Yeah.
Whereas the way that they did it was that have Leslie come out, do the promo in the beginning, and then have Lesnar come out of nowhere and beat the shit out of him, because now Leslie can use that fire from Lesnar beating him up. Not once, not twice, but 3 times, and use that aggression at Crown Jewel. That's long-term storytelling.
That's true.
Because also, again, if you would have done it the other way, like you and Costa said, then basically you would have kind of turned Lashley into a crying heel, even though he's supposed to be this big ass babyface.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and you don't see babyfaces going on the microphone saying, "Well, this wasn't fair. This wasn't fair." You don't see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, but I just figure the way I was looking at it,
right?
You would make Lashley more of a sympathetic babyface, because it's like crap. This guy just lost his title. Now Brock's coming back out.
But they kind of did make him look like a sympathetic babyface because Lesnar came out and beat the shit out of Lashley, making him so frail that he dropped the title to Rollins in under 2 minutes. Because now they feel sympathy, and now they're gonna hate. Because a lot of people did like Lashley as U.S. champion. So now some of those people that loves Lesnar, I heard some boos by the way when he did when he gave him the F5. Just saying.
Yeah.
So now I think they're probably making Lesnar go back to that tweener that he was.
Yeah.
Not the full grown, cowboy babyface when he was facing off against Roman. Now you see him going against a babyface in Lashley.
Yeah.
I can see that too. Yeah. You make some good points there. Yeah, you're right. I can see it your way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No, I see what you're saying, and that to me is where this thing is going to get interesting now, going into Crown Jewel.
We all know what's going to happen. The referee's going to get knocked out, and then all of a sudden you hear, "Here comes the money, and the referee shirt. He screws both of them over, and somehow he kicks them both in the dick. He lays on top of himself while he's the referee, and he's counting himself 1, 2, 3. I'm the best in the world, and then leave.
You're funny. You're funny, but I could see them doing that.
Well, maybe it was under the old man era, but it's not.
No. But obviously we have that match is going to happen at Crown Jewel.
Yeah.
I think the other match we're getting at Crown Jewel is I think we're getting 6-man tag match.
What?
AJ and the Good Brothers against Judgment Day.
With Dominic.
Yeah, with Dominic. Well, that's who it would be. It would be Finn, Priest, and Dominic.
But Dominic won't do much.
No. And I think then from that match is what we get set up for Survivor Series.
Survivor Series, yeah.
With Edge and Beth Phoenix.
Really?
But now here's the other question.
Mm-hmm.
If you make it a 5-on-5, who's the 5th person for Judgment Day?
Exactly.
That's the real question.
You could always call somebody up.
Ooh.
I'm
trying to think like who will be capable of that.
Joe Gacy, maybe?
No. I see Gacy doing something else.
Okay.
Which we'll get into that when we get into Extreme Rules.
Who is it?
If only Parker Boudreaux was still a part of it, still part of WWE, I would have seen him a part of Judgment Day.
Yeah. I'm trying to think here now.
Don't hurt yourself.
There is no one. I can't think off the top of my head about anybody.
Wendy Chu. That's it. Wendy Chu's the 5th person.
Yes.
Really? Oh.
Yes. And
she'll sleep in the cell. And she'll win for her team and won't do a damn thing. All she'll do is just fall asleep on top of the person by accident.
Yes. Now, guys, we're gonna take a quick break from talking WWE because we were going to talk a little bit of Impact Wrestling.
Ah, yes.
Okay.
Good old TNA.
Yes, and we actually have a good friend of ours who was actually there in attendance, who's actually joining us right now.
Oh, really?
Hey, Billy.
Hey, what's up, Billy?
Not a thing. I brought my scissors.
Oh, okay.
Ryan, get whatever thought you have out of your head right now.
Yeah.
I was going to say scissor me daddy ass, but nope. I need a cigarette now. Okay. All right.
Anywho.
But yes, Billy, you were at Bound for Glory this past weekend. What was the atmosphere like in the arena?
It was a little crazy at first, but I'd never been to an Impact show before. So I had no idea what to expect. And it was also my first pay-per-view. So I've been going to so many indie shows. This felt huge, but I know it was so much smaller than AEW or WWE, but it was so much fun. Like everybody, you can't get a bad seat in an Impact show. I plan on going to a lot more.
Oh no, Impact always has done well. Actually, Billy, not to brag or anything, but there was a time that I actually used to work with Impact for a year.
Nice.
I was their announcer for a year, so.
Oh, very cool.
It was a lot of fun.
Then there was actually one specific moment I want to get to because I actually found a picture of it that I popped for, and that's this moment right here.
Oh yes.
So Billy, when you obviously you were there when you heard Bully Ray's music and you saw him coming into the ring, did he get the biggest pop that night?
I'm not gonna lie. I think probably he got the biggest pop, but Rhino's was probably over his because we got the Heath and Rhino together again finally. Oh my god, people went crazy. And I think people see Bully Ray in a lot of stuff, and I don't know, we don't see Rhino as often. So
yeah, but I think it's also the fact that you had Bully Ray, you had Tommy Dreamer, and Rhino in the same ring for the first time in God, I don't know how long it's been.
Yeah, and the fact that Raven was there was huge.
Oh, that's Wow.
That was going to be my next question. How did it feel being there in person with Tommy Dreamer inducting Raven into the Hall of Fame?
I know shit. I did like a double take because we were running a little behind, so I missed the pre-show because I got asked to go to this last minute. Right? No. But when we came in, Tommy Dreamer was on stage about to bring out Raven.
Yeah.
So I came into that and I was like, oh, what the hell is happening? Totally marked out. Lost where I was going to go sit. Everything. Just watched that. Nice. It was amazing. Like, I kind of felt bad because I was like, Tommy Dreamer, you're supposed to be canceled. But, I still love my Raven. So it was really nice to see. Well, and it was even nicer to see him kick his ass at the end. So.
When I saw that, I laughed. I'm like, still same old Raven.
But the funny part is, when you talk about rivalries, I mean, Tommy Dreamer and Raven had one of the most legendary rivalries back in the ECW days.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, and a lot of that I heard was legit. They had legit heat with each other, from what I heard in interviews that they had done. But I also know we have a new X Division winner, and Frankie Kazarian, who it was his first match back in Impact since like 2004, I think I heard.
Yeah, I think you're right. It's somewhere back then.
Yeah.
Actually, no, I think that was his first X Division title since 2004 because he's been in Impact I think it was last year when the fans just started coming back and AEW and Impact were doing that little cross promotion thing.
Oh yeah.
God, yeah. Yeah, that was a bad crossover that they had.
But that was Kazarian's first title since 2004, 2005, which is still pretty insane.
I did not expect that. At all. Nobody did. The crowd was like, no, that's not going to happen. But it was so awesome to see.
Well, a lot of times,
I will. Sorry, John, go ahead.
No. I would say a lot of times when you see a guy come in from another company, you tend not to see him win the title for that company.
Yeah.
But no, go ahead, Ryan.
But also from what I saw, the turnout for their first time in Albany, the turnout was actually pretty good.
It really was. Yeah. So the first night, Bound for Glory itself was pretty full, and the line was really long. Like I said, I was having trouble finding parking, and it happens.
Well, especially around that area of Albany, it's always tough to find parking.
Oh yeah. But anywho, it was really full. But I heard the next night when they were doing the TV tapings, they had trouble filling seats. But that's kind of to be expected. Like, there was so much going on Saturday.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody was like, oh, let's do Impact again. All the good stuff was the pay-per-view the night before. So
See, and that was the same problem I heard when they were up in Poughkeepsie with Rebellion. Because I went to Rebellion as a guest from management, and it was sold out. They had like a little over 500 people in that building. It was at the Mid Hudson Civic Center. But then the next night,
I love.
They had a hard time.
By the way.
My first time there, and I actually really liked it. But yeah, the next night they had a hard time filling that place out.
Yeah.
And then the other match that I know everybody's talking about was the women's title match with Jordan Grace and Slamovich.
Oh my god!
Did not sit down for the entire match. Oh my god, it was so amazing. I'd never seen Masha in person. I'd never seen her have a match in person. I'd seen Jordan a couple times, but holy crap! Like
Jordan looks slimmed down actually.
Freaking in person, even more so. Yeah, it's
it looks like she's slimmed down. Like yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like damn.
Like I'm still 5'11" and I'm still terrified of her. So.
Oh yeah, obviously.
But like I even noticed it though. She put out a picture where it was like a then and now type of thing, and it was like, oh my god, what a transformation she's had.
Oh yeah, she's definitely like tightened up, toned up, all that stuff.
But it's also nice to see a company allow women wrestlers to actually have a decent match.
Oh, and it got enough time is really what it comes down to. They didn't rush it. There, like when I thought she had it won at the end, and the fact that they didn't rush it to it, like it, I don't know, it builds up anticipation. I can't talk today. It's getting me a little verklempt. I can't help it. It was a really good match. Let's just go with that.
Oh yeah, but that's what I'm saying. No, go ahead, Ryan.
No, go ahead, because I was holding another match. But go ahead, John.
No, I was gonna say, you don't see that a lot in WWE. You don't see a lot of that in AEW. That especially AEW, and I'm a huge supporter of women's wrestling. It's like AEW. It's like how many times can we see Britt Baker have a match?
Yeah. What?
Yeah, exactly. It's like
too many times.
But I still fucking love her.
Oh yeah, she's good. Don't get me wrong.
I know, I do too. But it's like you have a whole slew of women a whole other slew of women, and it's like,
don't get me started on AEW's women division.
yeah, that's it. But there was one other match of Impact, Bound for Glory that actually not only drew my attention, but I think it was actually like one of the best matches I've seen in a long time with them, and that was the main event with Eddie Edwards and Josh Alexander.
Brutal.
Oh.
I haven't seen the playback of what happened, so I don't know when the pay-per-view stopped and when there was more, because there's a bunch of hijinks at the end. So I don't know when it stopped.
Yeah, I saw some of the hijinks. I think they put it out afterwards on social media.
Yeah.
And
it was just it was humorous watching Mike Bennett go through a table.
Well, yeah,
well, I left at the part where Bully Ray, he talked about it today on Busted Open. Yesterday? And he turned around and he said to Josh Alexander, he's like, I'm not going to do you what Moose did to you last year. He's like,
you're not going to what?
He's like, you remember Bound for Glory last year? Josh Alexander won the title. He's celebrating with his wife and his daughter, I think his son. And Moose comes in. And,
oh yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
And Bully Ray turned out. He goes, I'm not going to do that to you. He goes, if I'm going to take the, he goes, I'm going to challenge you, but I'm going to do it the right way. And he's like, I'm not. He's like, maybe the older me, back in his first run would have done that.
He's getting soft in his old age. I doubt that with Bully Ray.
But
my guess is it's going to be bullying him at Hard to Kill in January.
And
Probably,
I think honestly, I think we're getting one more run of Bully and Impact. I think this is the final run for him.
I think so.
I think it's time. Honestly, like I'm surprised. I'm surprised he's doing as well as he is with some of the bumps he's taken. But
yeah.
And also, perhaps in Impact, if it's their final run, how about a certain reunion?
I could see. It depends on Devon.
I can see that for sure.
That's what I'm saying. It depends on him.
It depends on him because I know he's been having some medical problems lately.
Yeah.
Well, that's what happens in the new year. So.
Yeah, and hey, I wouldn't mind one more run of them together.
Team 3D.
No, you talk
Where's
about
Spike now?
I think he's. Last I heard, he's in the mortgage world now. I think he left wrestling.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Oh God.
Yeah, it's kind of
He's
odd.
screwed.
It's kind
He's
of odd.
screwed.
Yeah,
He's screwed.
it's kind of odd to think that all of a sudden you have a guy who comes in, who was one of the better, I think, underrated wrestlers, and now he's doing the mortgage stuff. But a lot of them have done that. How many guys have left wrestling and are now, in such odd end jobs? It's funny.
Well, I mean, you have to have a real life gig.
Unfortunately, wrestling isn't going to pay the bills for your whole life. Not for most people.
Some of us can't get gigs. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Some people can't be in the business, like Ryan.
Hey, listen. I have a regular 9 to 5 during the week too. So
I get it, man. I get it.
But no, I mean, certain people can rely on wrestling as their permanent job.
Mm-hmm.
Most people can't, though.
no.
But I mean, Billy, overall, though, you said this was your first Impact show. What were your thoughts on it?
Oh, there's one other match
Yeah, go
that
ahead.
blew me away. And of course, it's going to be another women's match. But actually, all the women's matches that night just were banger after banger. But the fact that I saw Mia Yim probably at her last match at Impact in person, I was like,
it was. She's officially gone with Impact.
it was such a good match too. Like her and Mickey, like I can't believe how well Mickey can still go. I did not expect it.
Yeah, that's scary to think that. I think Mickey is late 40s, I think.
Yeah.
Mid to late 40s. Yeah, she could still.
I want to say like 45, 46. Yeah.
I think so. But we were saying about most of these wrestlers having a second gig or whatnot. The former SmackDown Women's Champion herself, Liv Morgan, is a realtor in Florida.
Nice.
Yeah. Well, I'll get into her when we get into Extreme Rules because, yeah, that match was definitely interesting. But
And
I
definitely
say this, but I am glad I didn't go to the Impact taping the second night because I enjoyed watching Extreme Rules live way more.
well, it's a good thing. Well, it's a good thing you're here too, because obviously we're going to be talking about ask your opinion on it, right, John?
yes, I mean, Billy, if you like to say, it's up to you.
If you like to say,
We'll see how long I can stay away from children.
All
Okay.
right.
Yeah. So let's.
Gentlemen and ladies,
Oh,
Mickey James
yes,
is actually
my
43.
actual children, not you children.
Okay.
Yes,
What'd you say, Mr.? Yeah, what'd you say?
speaking of children,
Mickey James is actually 43.
Oh, 43. Okay,
She was
okay,
born in
okay.
79.
wow, really?
interesting.
She's only
Yep.
3 years older than me. Wow.
Wow.
I still have a feeling she'll have one more run in WWE, especially now that Triple H is in control.
Mm,
I
don't know how you get over the
I don't know
garbage
about
bags
that. I don't know
incident.
Well, I think my thing, and somebody made a great comment about this on social media. With NXT Europe starting next year, why not have her husband work for the NXT Europe?
Do you think Nick Aldis would though?
No.
I don't
He's
know.
too,
I
he's
don't
too
think
full
so. I
of it.
don't-
He wants to be the big fish in a little pond.
Yeah, but again, I didn't think we'd ever see the Good Brothers back in WWE after the way their whole run ended.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, I have the mentality never say never.
CM Punk made that possible. So
Yeah, that's true.
Well, yeah,
and then did it again and again and again.
yeah. Well, Punk is somebody who I think is not going to be wrestling ever again. Yes, Carl.
You guys did bring up about Mickey James going back to WWE. However,
Yeah.
she did state that this is her last rodeo,
Mm-hmm.
that she would
Yeah.
retire after her first match she loses. But she has been winning every match since that announcement.
Yeah.
And she
She
made this
shouldn't have won on
announcement on September
Friday.
1st. So I don't think she's going to go back. I think this is it.
I could see her almost becoming a backstage.
She has a really, I mean, not to like mention another podcast, but she has a really successful podcast. She, she's got a country career. She's probably loaded, and then she's married to Nick frickin' Aldis. So it's not like she needs to continue beating the crap out of herself.
Right,
Hold
she's
on.
part of Busted Open.
What?
Yes.
There is a way that she can come back.
How do you present that, Mr. Peterson?
Evolution 2.
That's true. That's true.
That's if they pull the trigger on that.
If they pull the trigger, and she's the one that's producing and booking the female talent.
Then yes, I would say yes. But other than that, I think she is completely done. Focuses in more on her country music and being on Busted Open.
And her family.
I wasn't talking about Busted Open. I was talking about GAW.
Yep.
Y'all don't know grown ass women.
I know GAW and I love that podcast.
It's Mickey James, Lisa Marie Varon.
Yeah.
Victoria.
Oh, bro. Yeah.
And SoCal Val.
Yep, that was the one with SoCal Val. Love it.
It's really cool. There's not a lot of like good female podcasts that have something to do with wrestling, so I jumped right on it.
Especially with women that are in wrestling.
Yeah.
Yeah, who know what to talk about.
Yeah, but I think that's the only way that Mickey James would come back to WWE is if they pull the trigger, which I have a feeling that Triple H would, especially with his regime and whatnot, and have Mickey and possibly another female talent who wasn't WWE, who's no longer with another company, in Maria Kanellis.
Oh.
I can't wait until she comes back, by the way.
Well, Honor No More is done. Right?
Yeah, Honor No More is done.
Maria's definitely going back to WWE. Like,
hell yeah, let's go.
So my theory is, why not have them redo Evolution 2 with Mickey and Maria? Because Maria also has her own wrestling promotion in Chicago.
Yep.
Yeah.
And with the way that Triple H is a little more indie friendly, you never know that maybe on the Evolution, if they decide to do Evolution 2, maybe some of the women that are on there gets a possible one-time only appearance or multiple time appearance on Evolution. Just saying.
That's true.
Showcasing women's wrestling, not just in WWE, because compared to when it was back in 2018, women's wrestling has expanded astronomically, big time. So why not combine, the women's style of WWE and possibly indie style wrestling, like the top indie female talents that are not signed, to give them a little more notoriety. And obviously, if the fans love them, then they will keep an eye on them. Just saying.
It's a shame that there's all the crap going on with Thunder Rosa and AEW, because her promotion would
Mission
be
Pro.
so great to combine with WWE for an Evolution.
Yeah.
I'm hearing rumors though that Mission Pro is in trouble. That's what I'm hearing.
Really? Oh, I don't want to hear
that. Yeah, that's the rumor. Again, it's a rumor, but that's why I think it's like the WWR Women's Wrestling Revolution out in, I think, it's definitely up in New England and also Chicago, or the Women's Wrestling Army, I think is what it is. But but no, definitely Mission Pro would have been perfect. But unfortunately, if that was the case, then Mission Pro would have been more associated with AEW because of Thunder Rosa.
Yeah, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, the other one who owns part of that company, or I think does something with it, is Bobby Cruz, the ring announcer from Ring of Honor, if I remember correctly.
Oh yeah,
I think he.
Wait, hold on. Which one?
The Maria Kanellis' company.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Actually, I don't know if it's him or Lenny Leonard.
One of them.
It was one. Yeah, it was one of them. I know that.
No, because I know Mission Show, it's Thunder, her husband, and I know there's a school they use in the Texas area run by Jazz. That's what it was.
Oh,
That's
Jack.
it.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. See, I should remember this. We, and a lifetime ago, we did work with them at one point. But no, I mean, I did get to see bits and pieces of Impact Wrestling, and I've always had the mentality. I always love to talk more about Impact because I think they have one of the most underrated shows out there. But
They do.
the network they're on, nobody gets it.
There's just so much wrestling.
Yeah,
and that too, yeah.
yeah. That's also somewhat has.
I
to
feel
do
bad because Impact is the one that's kind of. I try to watch it. I'm subscribed. I pay for all the stuff.
Yeah.
But it's the one that always goes on the back burner. I'm like,
Yeah.
because it is Impact does part of its charm is the fact that it has like an indie feel.
Yeah.
So if I'm going to do that, I'm just going to go to an indie show that's live.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, and the thing is, you look at Impact Wrestling. I mean, a lot of their best storylines that we've seen in wrestling in the last couple of years has come from Impact Wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you look at the whole build they're doing right now with Josh Alexander.
It's huge.
With his world title. You don't see this on WWE or AEW.
No.
Or how about what they're doing with Macklin right now? Which, by the way, I have to say this right now. Macklin, to me, is one of the most underrated wrestlers in all of wrestling.
Yeah.
You want to talk about a guy who basically left WWE, basically changed up his whole look, and basically made it about him with his time in the military. You can't beat that with what he's done. And speaking of, of that time, I do want to make a quick mention of the passing of Sarah Lee. It just dawned on me with everything we had. I was like, we didn't even mention that. So I just want to send a quick condolences out to the family of Sarah Lee. She did pass away.
Yeah.
Last Thursday, I think it was. If I remember correctly.
Yeah, I think it was last Thursday. Yeah.
And the cause of death has not been announced yet, but again, we just want to send our condolences.
She was my age. She was 30.
Yeah, she's 30.
Yeah.
I'm only like 2. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, she was young.
And actually, on top of that, I do want to give a huge shout out to Bull James because he was the one that set up the GoFundMe account.
Oh, that's awesome! I didn't know that.
For Sarah Lee's family, and I think within 24 hours they raised over $100,000. I don't know how much it is now, but I will say, not it's public knowledge, but a tenth of that 100,000 came from Tony Khan.
Wow.
Oh,
Yeah,
Tony.
But what was also interesting, though, is
He's so dreamy.
Oh,
if you could actually calm down for 30 seconds.
Thank you. Good night.
It's hard to calm down like that.
Oh, speaking of people who don't calm down, yes, Carl.
It had raised $102,626,000.
Wow.
That's impressive. That is definitely impressive. But I think also a lot of the people on there were WWE superstars, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, it's a mix of like WWE and also AEW stars too, because a few of the people from AEW knew Sarah Lee through Tough Enough.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yep, and I remember when it happened, he started seeing all these posts coming out about it. And I remember I was at work and somebody actually looked at me, because they know I do the show, and they're like, "Oh, I heard a wrestler just died." And they're like, "Yeah." He goes, "Oh, wasn't she a big time star?" I'm like, "It's sort of." But yeah. But that's just a quick thing I want to mention about Sarah Lee with her passing. Everybody here at the ATR Network and the Around the Ropes podcast, we just want to send our condolences out to to her family. But now on to some bigger things. And that wasn't Carl running away.
Hi, Carl.
Extreme Rules happened. And I think there was a return, if I remember correctly.
I don't think it was anything good.
Oh,
nah.
Oh,
we had awesome matches. Just saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, let's get to the matches first.
We're gonna start with the matches, right? Yeah.
Before we get to what happened at the end.
Yeah.
Yep. Which involved a pig.
Yes.
I'm just so excited that Extreme Rules actually has Extreme Rules. Like they actually have stipulations at every match now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was the one that I think it was the first time since 2008. I think they had something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, despite the fact, yes, I thought a lot of matches were good. They had some matches kind of felt off to me.
Oh, there was a
couple of them, in my opinion.
Yeah, a couple. Yeah, there was at least one, but a couple of them, in my opinion, you're right, felt a little bit off. They did.
So first of all, let's quickly go through the matches. The first one had the 6-person Donnybrook match.
Yeah.
That was insane.
Right, like Sheamus says, banger after banger after banger after banger.
I will just
Cool.
say, can we get him versus Gunther in a 60-minute Iron Man match?
Please.
Just let them just kill each other. Just let them just.
Please.
I was just watching Sheamus's capillaries just pop up throughout the match.
Yeah.
I mean, I applaud WWE for what they've done with Imperium. They have really made them.
I'm just glad they're all back together again.
Exactly.
Thank you. Same here.
Yeah.
Even though I don't know their freaking names now.
Vinci.
I'm just like, it's Gunther.
Ludwig.
I knew.
I think it was like
remind me of Mario.
And Vinci.
It's Kaiser Roll. Oh no, not Kaiser Roll. Ludwig.
No, Ludwig von Kaiserol
Yes.
on something Mancini. I don't.
Oh no, Giovanni Da Vinci.
Yeah, that's it.
Vinci, yeah.
Yeah, Da Vinci.
Da Vinci.
And obviously Gunther.
Cool.
No, John. I'm sorry, you're saying it wrong. You gotta say it. You gotta say it like Ludwig. Gunther.
Yeah.
Gunther.
Yeah, just let them just have a 60-minute Iron Man. Okay, maybe not 60. How about 30-minute? Can we go?
No,
with that?
60 is good. 60 is
No,
good.
60.
60 is good. Yeah.
Let them beat the ever-living shit out of each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Then what was the other matches?
The next one was the Extreme Rules Women's title match with Liv and Ronda, which, in my opinion, I'm probably gonna get chastised for this. That was the weakest match on the card.
No, you're not getting chastised for it. It definitely. No,
I hate admitting when a woman's match is the weakest match, but yeah.
Hang on. I don't want to sound, and like Ryan said, actually, I don't want to sound any type of way, but the ending of that was really, really, really
Clunky.
Yeah.
Especially when she had her in the submission and you see Liv starts laughing.
Yeah. That was weird too. They started laughing during the
smile. Yeah. I wonder, I don't know. I was wondering how much of that was actually on, like, maybe is leading to more of a like Harley Quinn break Liv.
Yeah, I think
That's
so.
what a lot of people are thinking.
I dig, but
Maybe.
we also have had so many crazy bitches on WWE. Like, do we really need to go that route again?
Yeah.
But she is like the perfect Harley Quinn. So.
Oh yeah. But I
And then the next match, which was again kind of a weak spot, but not as weak as the women's title match. McIntyre and Cross.
Surprisingly, that was a little bit weak. Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
I only felt that
Yeah.
was because of the ending. I thought the ending when Scarlett came in and sprayed McIntyre with the pepper.
With the pepper spray, yeah, but otherwise it just felt kind of weak. I guess because of the residuals from the Extreme Rules match.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All I know is they just I just when they really got the close shots of the hits, I was like, oh, that hurts.
Yeah.
McIntyre's back was red, like.
Well, gee, you're in a strap match. What do you expect's gonna happen?
No, I know, but I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like.
Oh yeah, I'm just curious to see where they go with here because I know there was talks they want to push Cross as one of the top guys on SmackDown. But where do you go from here? Especially, I don't think, obviously, Roman's defending the title at Crown Jewel against Logan Paul. Yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot about that match.
We all know about the outcome of that match, so yeah.
Yeah, we all know. Then we got Survivor Series. Next time I see Roman defend the title won't be till next year sometime.
Rumble.
Yeah.
Probably Rumble. Yeah.
But now it leads to that point now because it's going to be Drew. It's not going to be Drew. It's probably going to be Cross who's going to be the one going after him.
I'd be fine with that. I would be fine with that, honestly.
Yeah. I'd be fine with that too. That's
Going to be interesting to see. It's going to be interesting to see. But what are the? I don't remember the other matches because
I do. Because I just saw it yesterday, so it's stuck in my head. Raw Women's Ladder Match.
Hey, that was a sick match. That was,
Alien Bianca. That was better than I expected.
hell yeah. Shout out to
Especially
Bianca Belair.
the one spot with the KOD with the ladder.
Oh, that was amazing.
Oh,
Hell yeah.
I felt that.
Yeah.
Dude, no, they did great. You knew what they were leading up to. The other part that I loved when Bianca was trapped under, I'm like, that bitch is going to push that off. No, she's going to push. Like, come on.
Yeah,
She ain't weak.
She's.
but I honestly like what they're doing with Bianca because they're making her. It's like for so long it was either Charlotte, it was Becky, it was Bailey, and it was Sasha.
Yeah.
That were basically having that title. It was let's play hot potato between the four of them.
Oh,
now
God.
you're putting in Bianca into that mix.
Do we think Bianca would still be in the title picture if Sasha was there?
Ooh,
Like, if
No.
there was-
That's tough. I don't think so.
No,
I hate
No.
to say that, but
I do too.
I can throw another name in there. What about Charlotte?
Nah. Okay.
No.
I make it
keep Charlotte away from the
I'm
gold.
sorry. I make it.
Thank you.
I'm sorry, but we gotta get the Charlotte narrative. Like, we just gotta get away from Charlotte, right? Like, as champion. She's okay, like she's great as a wrestler, but too many championships. I don't know, man.
Maybe, yeah.
Like I know what they're trying to do with the Ric Flair and all his championships apparently, but yeah, it's gotta.
I say really,
Yes.
it would probably really anger her, but maybe she gets to hold a mid card title eventually when they have one.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Acosta. I just called you Carl for a second. Wow.
Go ahead.
We've had this discussion before about Rick, and when they turn around and say, "Oh, he's held 17," what I think 17 that they. If you want to be technical, if you talk about titles that he won specifically in WWE, it was only 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they say the 17 because they want to include the WCW stuff, part of the NWA stuff, and it's like, no. If you look at just strictly WWE, he's only held the title twice.
Yeah.
Woo!
So that's why everybody makes the comment. The record that everybody's going after is Cena with 16. Not
Yeah.
Rick.
Exactly.
Because all of those were in WWE.
Yeah.
And then the next match after that, which was long but good, and that was the I Quit match between Finn Balor and Edge.
Yeah. Yeah.
Storytelling at its finest.
Yep.
I love
So my son is a writer. That's his thing.
Okay.
He's graduated from Full Sail University.
Congratulations.
Thank you. So that was the first thing he said. He was like, I have to share this with so many people I went to school with. This is the best storytelling I've seen in wrestling in forever. I just kind of hate it because it was too long, though. The beginning was a little...
Yeah, it was...
But it was a good match. If they were 2 matches,
Yeah.
it would have been fine. But I think, yeah, altogether, it was like a lot.
Yeah.
I also like the part at the end when all of a sudden you had Beth come out and
Beth's my girl.
you
Yeah.
see her take the concerto. Rhea's about to do the concerto.
Oh.
I quit. And then
Yeah.
still does
And
it.
I put this out on Facebook. They're setting something up between
They are.
Yeah,
Oh,
they
yeah.
are, they are.
with Finn, Damian, and Dominic against Ed. No, not Dominic. Hold on. It would be Finn, Damian, and Rhea.
Yep.
Against Edge, Beth Phoenix,
And Ray.
and Ray.
And
I think that'd be
Rey
the other one
Mysterio,
who
Rey
would make
Mysterio,
sense.
Yeah, I would like to see an actual one-on-one match between Rhea and Beth personally, but
Hell yeah.
it's going to be a mixed tag.
Yeah.
At
I
least
definitely-
2.
Oh yeah, I think if you get the. Oh, we got a comment coming in from James.
Hey, Jumbo Man!
Hey.
This is really weird to see people do comments. I'm usually typing them.
You get used to it after a while.
Yeah.
But, okay. Crown Jewel, make that into a 6-man?
Because I think you got Judgment Day going up against Styles and the Good
No.
Brothers.
What?
Remember, they said there was supposed to be not one but 2 War Games matches.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
So why not have one of them be a mixed 4-on-4 for War Games,
Ooh,
Interesting.
that would work.
which includes Finn, Dom, Priest, and Rhea against Edge, Ray, Beth, and possibly another surprise with the way triple possibly
You could do AJ. I could see that.
do a 4-on-4 mixed War Games, something that's never been done because we had the women's War Game, we had men's War Games, but why not do a mixed
Type.
War Games?
I'm down for that. I'm not down for that in Saudi.
No.
All right, say that for Survivor Series then.
Yes.
Oh wait, no, hold on. Do the 6-man in Saudi Arabia. Have it have a screwy finish, a DQ finish, no contest, which then will lead into Survivor Series.
Yes.
There you go.
That works.
Yeah.
That works.
Because I think
Go
ahead.
And then you'll see Rey Mysterio, the smallest one out of them, yell like, "War Games!"
And you also got to do something right. You're up in Boston for that one.
I know.
Oh, speaking of Boston, I think we're going to see the return of Sasha Banks.
Possibly.
And Naomi.
Unfortunately, one thing I learned now since Hunter has creative control, you never know who's going to show up.
Uh-huh.
I only talk about Sasha Banks because, to be honest, she's my personal favorite. So I want her to come back, but I'm just saying, yeah,
she'll be good.
I respect that.
I have a good feeling. I mean, we're getting Elias coming back next week, so really anybody's coming back.
All right, now you can't put Elias and Sasha Banks in the same conversation, sir.
I would. Yeah.
Ryan, I thought you were about to say something.
Oh no, I was going to get into the last match of Extreme Rules, which, by the way, there was only 6 matches on Extreme Rules.
And they still made it an incredible pay-per-view. So what does that tell you?
Less is more.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
And that was for the first time on the main roster, the fight pit between Seth Rollins and Matt Riddle. Not just Riddle, Matt Riddle.
Riddle.
With special guest referee, former UFC world champion Daniel Cormier.
DC.
Yep.
When that was announced, that threw me off guard. Like, where the fuck did they pull him from on this one?
Well, Ryan, I read some reports that they wanted to work with him for the longest time.
Yeah.
And he was going to supposedly be making the transition to WWE in the coming year. So maybe this is the start of something. I don't think he's going to be an in-ring person because, as we saw on Saturday, he's not in ring shape.
So maybe have him be the Jimmy Smiths on Raw.
Yeah, I could see that. Or I could see it also be, look, if you're going to do the fight pit, have him be the referee for the fight pit match. And because I'd rather
you know what? No, change that. They're bringing back Raw Underground, and he's the guy running it. That's the thing.
Oh God.
Yeah, let's not say we did on that one.
No, that's just mean.
If that's the case, then bring back Babatunde. Bring him back.
I don't know how you guys feel about this. I mentioned it before, but I personally want Ken Shamrock to come back. That's what I want.
Ryan, to answer your question about the about bringing back Raw Underground.
No. We're on an agreement.
Oh, come on, Jumbo Man. That was the greatest thing on TV.
And it's actually at the Undertaker's
we're like about
one-man
1
show.
week.
The Undertaker's doing that one-man show now.
Yeah, and yes.
He was at it, the one in Philly.
Oh, that's right. And GCW was this past week in Atlantic City.
Oh,
Which, by the way, I finally saw the match of Mox and Gage. So, first of all, I didn't know they did it on the boardwalk.
Yeah.
They must have been freezing their asses off out there.
Yeah.
I don't think they were worried about being cold.
Yeah.
Nah, it'll be fine.
They have
But
enough
no, that
going on to keep them up, you know.
but that match at Fight Club, I think it's called, on Saturday, was fucking insane.
Yeah.
And Moxley got pinned.
Well, I did read supposedly now with his new contract, he is now exclusive to, I think, AEW and New Japan, I think it is.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, he's allowed to do some New Japan, I think.
yeah, but he's done with GCW.
Mm-hmm.
That was his last. I mean,
Well, and he wanted to make sure he dropped the belt.
Well, yeah, I mean, let's
Gage.
call it what it is. When they said, "Oh yeah, Nick Gage is going to be fighting," if he loses, he's done. It's not like Moxley has AEW. What is Nick Gage?
Exactly. GCW.
Exactly. I mean, he started the company, but yeah, let's get back to Extreme Rules because that main event.
Oh.
Yeah.
Especially the last part where Riddle does his little like top rope backdrop onto Rollins.
Oh.
I'm like, dead.
I really thought
Dead.
when he did that, I really thought Rollins broke a rib. The way
I thought somebody got injured on that too. Yeah.
And then the ending though, when all of a sudden you see them walking down the ramp, Cormier holds Riddle's hand up, Rollins is leaving, and they had that trademark thing at the end.
Yep.
The NXT trademark got called up.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting, I'm going, did they really?
He's got the whole world in his hand.
Yeah.
And also you see the demented bunny in the crowd. Then you see the freaking pig in the crowd. And then you see Sister Abigail. And then there was a couple others. And then you saw the Fiend itself. And that's when people knew that it was Bray Wyatt, because you saw the fucking Fiend going nuts, and the crowd's going nuts. Which, by the way, whoever's doing the Fiend, whoever was playing the Fiend, that person playing fucking well, because he's like, that was brilliant. I loved it.
I'm hoping it's Bo Dallas.
Well, here's the other one.
I'm hearing that too.
Yeah, I'm heard.
You're also forgetting the head that was on the announce table.
Oh, the burnt fiend.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was the burnt fiend mask.
Yes, and then the door opened, and if you notice, there was that blue light coming out of it.
Wait! You're forgetting the other key part in the part before they show the door. The walkthrough of the Demented Firefly Funhouse.
That made me sad.
It was abandoned, right? Yeah.
I loved how they put that together.
I just feel like somebody needs to yell at Alexa. Like, what happened? She can't take care of the place?
Speaking of Alexa, I think she might be back with the.
Well, yep, Costa. We'll get to that in a second.
All right.
We'll get to that.
I'm jumping the gun here. Sorry, guys.
But if you remember, the door opens, and then there's that blue light that comes out before you see Bray.
Like a light silhouette.
You know that was in reference to Brody.
Yep.
And then the light goes off, and you see the iconic lantern come out.
Yep.
Right now, I'm getting goosebumps again just talking about it.
Me too.
And also, we took a glimpse of the new mask that he has.
Oh, yes.
Which is insane. And then he took it off, and you see that face.
And that made such an impact. Like the fact that he took it off. I was like, yes.
Yeah.
All he had to do was just stand there. All he did was stand there, and the entire crowd was chanting, "Holy shit, holy shit," which did not get bleeped, by the way.
On USA, it did.
Yeah, when they replayed it.
It did.
Man, fuck you. Man, fuck USA, Nickelodeon.
Because if you heard the replay of it last night, all you kept hearing was "Holy bleep, holy bleep."
Yeah.
It's like,
Holy-
oh, come on.
This
But-
is also the same network who has Todd Grizzly on it. All right, so yeah, no.
Hey, we're also about the same network that has 27 hours of Law and Order. So, so yeah. But so then he came out, and then it went to black.
And the new logo appeared on the screen.
Yes,
Yeah.
Yeah.
for Mania in Philly, WrestleMania 40. If that's-
WrestleMania XL.
Yeah, which honestly, I saw it, and it looked really like
I like it.
it. It looks. I don't know. It's like I think they could have done a little bit better.
I like it. I like it.
Well, Casa, that's your team.
Okay, fine.
No, because it's also showcasing an iconic landmark,
I know,
John.
I know. I'm being sarcastic because it's in Philly.
But I like the logo though. And I like it. I like the fact that it's called. I like that it's not called 40. It's called WrestleMania XL. I love it.
True.
Yes,
True.
yes. But then we obviously, like we said before, we saw all the characters, and now there's people who think that Wyatt isn't coming alone.
He's
No.
definitely not coming alone. Definitely not.
Yeah, because if you've been following him,
The
on
Wyatt
Twitter,
6.
Yep, 6.
now here's the interesting question I'll bring up to all you guys. And Carl, if you want to hop on for this, you're more than welcome to. Who is the other 5? Obviously, we know Wyatt is 1.
Speculation is so much fun.
Yeah,
Who's the other 5? Who's the other 5? Spoiler alert, ladies and gentlemen. You're looking at it.
exactly. We're part of the Wyndham 6. Yeah, definitely.
The Wyndham 6. I like that actually.
Yeah,
We got our own sister Abigail.
exactly.
We got the buzzard.
Yeah,
We got Carl. We got Carl, who's the woman that's out, the creepy goth woman that's outside the window.
That's Sister Abigail.
That's a strategy.
Oh, okay. Well,
There's only the one chick.
Demented Bunny. Demented
I
Bunny.
thought there was two.
Carl could be a bunny.
I thought there was 2 chicks. No.
I mean,
So what would you pick for John?
Yeah.
I know, Ryan. I know where you're going with this.
be nice.
I have no idea, honestly.
There's one person you didn't mention.
Who?
You mentioned the bunny. You mentioned Sister Abigail.
Mm.
Mercy
pig.
the buzzard.
Who am I missing?
Go ahead.
The pig.
Huskus.
Husky.
Huskus.
Oh,
the
Huskus.
boy.
Oh, Huskus the pig.
There's,
Huskus the pig.
yeah, there's John. There's John.
Well, just remember, you may have a chest up coming my way, but I may have one coming your way. So,
Oh my god.
little boy.
So every time I watch you guys, I'm like, bullying is bad. Stop it. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh god.
Well, I mean, we all know why Carl is a little upset.
Okay, moving on. Moving on. But yeah, who?
He's not.
I love how quiet Carl is right now, which is very rare.
As far as the other 5,
Yeah.
I'm trying to get us back on track here.
The other 5.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Who do you guys think should be the other 5? Because I got my theory of who I think it's going to be. Billy, since this is the first time on here, why don't you go first? Who you think it's going to be?
I don't know if I know all 5. The only 2 that I'm really excited, or 3 that I'm excited about are Bo Dallas.
Mhm.
I just totally blanked.
Alexa. I think Alexa Bliss is there.
I don't know if Alexa's gonna. I kind of hope she doesn't, but I think marketing wise, they're not gonna just let the Lily stuff die off. So I think she'll still be involved. But Joe Gacy
Yeah, I was saying this.
and Baron Corbin.
I heard that.
Joe Gacy. Yeah.
Baron, really?
Because the Corbin Kentucky thing, But although that I know that was still there was still that connection to there was something else. Something was found that was in Corbin, Kentucky, and that's why. Because remember, they had one of the QR code things was the zip code for Corbin, Kentucky.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I was thinking maybe there was a connection, but maybe not.
Well, I got another one who I think could be the buzzard if it's not Corbin. How about Grayson Waller?
I was just gonna say that too.
Have him be that. I think Sister Abigail. I think you stick it with either Alexa Bliss or I got another one, Liv Morgan.
Liv Morgan.
Put Liv in
I
there.
was gonna say that because
Mhm.
remember, Liv Morgan went like she was in a dark place, right? So
Yeah.
I think it's
Yep.
she's transitioning
I think
into
the
that.
Fiend. I think it's
Both.
gonna be Bo Dallas.
It's got to be.
The Rabbit. I got one. How about Dexter Loomis?
Nixon.
No.
I don't think they'll get rid of. Yeah, he's got his own thing going, but he would be a super creepy rabbit.
And then
Oh wait, hold on. Change it up a little bit. I got the three of them are part of this group together. How about Gacy and his disciples from NXT?
Possibly. Oh, but we're also forgetting like Eric Redbeard. Is he coming back?
that's another one who can also.
That's another one.
He could come back. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
I hope he does because dude has been crushing it on the indies.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And he's just a sweet dude.
Oh, absolutely.
But I mean, there's so many different names who you can throw in here.
Okay, here it is. The ultimate Forbidden Door moment, guys.
Okay.
Brody Lee Jr. comes over from AEW. -1 joins Wyatt.
Oh God.
Maybe.
Perfect.
Wow. Talk about an ultimate swerve.
One,
There's also Cody is in WWE.
True.
Yeah, exactly.
yeah,
I find it weird, and this is another thing. I find it weird. Both Liv Morgan and Seth Rollins kind of like smiled after their match. Is there any connection?
I don't think so.
No.
Because I don't think Rollins. I think Rollins. That's just his character right now. Because like I said earlier, Rollins is WWE's Joker right now.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And if you remember the Joker character, he always like has those weird smiles where it's like out of the blue type of deal.
Yeah. But the Liv Morgan.
Here's a name
one-
that you guys are not you guys are forgetting about. Who haven't we seen on TV in a while?
Lots of people.
Lots of people. Yeah.
How about Tommaso Ciampa?
Oh yeah. Tommaso Ciampa.
Yeah. It's
I
got to
don't
be
know.
better than putting him as the Mrs. Stooge.
Ah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's possible.
Yes,
there's
you're
so-
But I
right.
don't see it. How do you not put Johnny and Ciampa back together though?
Or have them go against each other again.
Exactly. Like put them together in
Well,
something,
yeah,
like
yeah,
either
rivalry.
against or together. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
We get another Gargano Ciampa match on a bigger stage.
Hey man.
Sign me up
Hey
for
man. Some of the best wrestling I've ever seen. Some of the best wrestling.
I
I've
used
ever
to write for a website, and one of the articles I did was about that whole feud between Ciampa and Gargano. And I said it back then. I'll say it right now. That was in that NXT run. That was probably one of the better feuds that they had ever pulled off. Was the two of them.
Oh yes.
that got me into NXT. Like that's what officially sucked me in all the way. I was like,
But-
oh, I'm hooked.
But what's funny though is, I mean, you look at WWE, you always see the better feuds that they do are the ones that are the friends turned bitter enemies. Those are always the best ones.
It's been like that since the Mega Powers exploded.
Since
You have
forever,
those. I mean, you got when Shawn and Triple H first split up. They had a great rivalry. How about Sammy and Kevin?
Yeah.
Oh, they're going to come back together soon, though,
Oh yeah,
Oh yes.
Definitely soon.
and it's going to make me very happy.
Definitely soon. Yeah.
I mean
yeah.
those two.
But again, Sami Zayn is untouchable right now. Like he's the best right now. So I don't think they're gonna touch him right now, but soon it's gonna happen.
Honestly, if I would stick with him, yeah, you want to have him wrestle? Great. I would have him continue to be on the mic. He is gold on the mic right now.
Absolutely incredible. Yeah.
But no, I mean, like I said, folks, a lot of this is speculation right now. A lot of this is just wait and see. Just sit there for the ride.
Well, isn't that why we're wrestling fans?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like the whole thing is having fun and speculating and seeing what's going to happen. And
Okay, hold on. There's one other name I just thought of. It might be a long shot, but how about Cameron Grimes?
ooh, let's see. See, I haven't watched NXT since 2.0 really, so I don't even know what are they doing with Cameron.
I have another theory with Cameron.
Feuding with Gacy.
Oh,
I have another theory. You remember a couple weeks ago, Corbin left, I think it was SmackDown, and he went into the limo?
Yep.
Yeah.
With JBL?
JBL, yeah.
Why not start a group? Him, JBL as the manager, but have it be him and Cameron Grimes.
That's a good idea.
And that they basically pay their way to get to any championship they want.
I mean, do we really have to bring JBL back into this spotlight?
The $1 Million Players Club.
Yeah, that's
Exactly.
a possibility. I mean, have them basically...
Moon.
But no, but have it basically be where it's like, okay, well, we didn't win. Okay, so here's $1, $2, here's $300 for the win. So it's like, they pay their way for belts.
Yeah.
You want to talk about incredible heat? There's your incredible heat right there. But now let me ask this question to everybody in the room. Out of the 2 shows this week, and obviously, we had other wrestling stuff happen. Which show, I mean, both shows had their perks. I'm not going to take that away. But which show do you guys think was the better one?
You mean between Impact and
Between Bound for Glory and Extreme Rules.
Oh
man.
Well, I mean, I'm biased as hell.
Yeah,
you're
Bound for Glory because I was there and it was amazing in person. So
yeah.
And I was, guys, I was the first. Nikki James is one of my top ones I've never met, top people that I've never met. And I was like 5 feet from her, and all I could do was I almost cried because I was like, why didn't I bring my title belt? I need her to sign it.
But was she doing a meet and greet beforehand or no?
Afterwards, her and Brian Myers were both at a table.
Yeah, I saw Brian on Sunday. I'm good.
This guy, he sees everyone. It's like, oh, I'm good.
I talk to Brian all the time, so it's all good.
Yeah. But except for Billy, because Billy was at Impact. I'll ask the other, the 3 of you guys.
Okay.
Which show is better?
I only caught a few glimpses of Bound for Glory. I didn't watch it all yet, but man, I'm sorry, Billy, but I gotta stick with Extreme Rules. I gotta stick with Extreme Rules.
I get it.
Yeah.
Brian,
Extreme Rules
Carl,
definitely
you guys?
blew my mind away, especially the ending. Now I'm gonna remember that ending for a very, very long time, possibly forever. So that was incredible.
Carl?
I saw the highlights of both, and Bound for Glory was the one for me.
Really? Okay.
Ryan, what about you?
FWF Live 4. That's my favorite show of the weekend.
Homer.
That don't count because you worked it, so it don't count.
You have a real choice.
Damn it!
A real pick.
Damn it!
Because if you want to go based on that, I'm surprised you didn't pick WrestlePro.
No, FWF was better, honestly, considering for WrestlePro, we had to wait 45 minutes for a fucking ambulance to show up. God damn New York.
Okay.
Sorry.
I live in New York, so Anyway, so by a very, very, very narrow margin, let's say like this margin, Extreme Rules. Because of that ending.
Yeah, exactly.
Had that ending not happened, it probably would have been a tie more for Bound for Glory.
But it doesn't count because the logo came up. So.
Yeah.
Well, I was actually going to say Impact, but my reason for Impact is not only because of Bully. because you had Bully coming back. You also had Frankie Kazarian winning the X Division title.
Oh, you mark.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but with the whole thing with Bray, yes, it was cool. Don't get me wrong. But the way they were hinting at it, they almost kind of dropped the ball on that weeks ago.
Oh, too many hints. Yeah, too many hints. Yeah. I can see that too.
They almost made it too obvious that if it wasn't going to be him, you knew damn well Philly was going to like riot. But yeah, I think it's got to go to Impact because who would have ever thought in 2022 Frankie Kazarian would be holding the X Division title?
That's true.
John, we all know you're saying Bound for Glory because a certain someone in the room was actually there live.
You're
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I love you,
there
Bill.
live, and I still almost picked Extreme Rules, but yeah, the women's matches.
I know.
Yeah.
We didn't even talk about the tag match. Like, oh
my God, the tag title match with Honor No More and the Motor City Machine Guns. Woo!
Oh,
no,
yeah.
no, I'm talking about the women's tag match.
I forgot about that. Yeah.
yes.
That one too.
New women's tag team champions.
And that's Taya and Rosemary, right? Or the Taya and Havoc?
Havoc.
That's
Rosemary
it.
was not involved with them, but yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Havoc had a character change in her. Because I know I don't know what I know she did something different.
Yeah, she looks a little different.
Yeah. But yeah, Carl, I know you've been clamoring to make this announcement.
Oh, yes.
Let Carl make his little announcement now. Yeah.
Okay.
So, Billy actually is here for a good one.
Oh shit.
On the 29th,
Okay.
Mr. Blaine decided to challenge me to a White Castle Ghost Pepper Sandwich challenge.
Wow.
So it's 3 sandwiches that are the Ghost Pepper. Then he had to antagonize me a little bit more. So you have the Last Dab hot sauce going on it.
Oh, dear God.
Burn after eating hot sauce going on it.
Oh, dear God.
But wait, there's more.
You have Ghost Pepper wing sauce going on it also, Mr. Blaine. All
What are you
3
trying
are
to do?
going on every single one you and I are doing.
What are you trying to do
And-
this time?
And that last one,
Oh, shit.
I was saying that last sauce is a cream sauce.
Oh,
Okay.
shit.
That's
And
my cue.
the heat level is 5 out of 5.
Okay.
Okay.
Not only that, Johnny boy, but on
Okay.
the 30th at ECW, you and I are doing the Spicy Chip Challenge. The
Oh, my
2022 Spicy Chip Challenge has come out.
Oh, dear God. John's digestive system is gonna be a mess. Holy shit.
Carl, do you want me to say it now or do you want me to wait till we get to our contract signing the week before?
Let's go ahead and say it now, buddy.
I'm not afraid.
Holy shit.
I'm not afraid.
I'm afraid for you.
No more say bossy. No more say bossy. Sorry, I'm starting my prayers right. I'm starting the prayer right now.
From
We
Cheyenne.
have a comment coming in from Mr. Cheyenne saying, "Oh, this is going to be good."
Yeah.
Guys, we gotta get all the popcorn ready for the eulogy that's gonna come up. Holy shit.
There won't be a eulogy. There won't be a eulogy.
I just like to
It will be
visualize
for you.
pasta at a eulogy eating popcorn.
Oh god.
Okay, so Billy, let's back
Yeah,
up
that's
to
really
what
sad.
happened was we were on another network and we were sponsored by a popcorn company,
Yeah.
and a former professional referee passed away, And John put out a eulogy and tagged the popcorn company at the same time.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Cassie, you remember that one?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
I was laughing my
That's a
ass.
special kind of pop.
Moving on from my greatest hits of stupidity, which by the way will be coming out in the books at some point.
Billy, the popcorn is so Billy, the popcorn is so delicious. It's so delicious whether you're dead or alive.
Yeah.
That's our new side project. The ATR eulogies.
Yeah.
Carl,
Made by that guy.
Yes.
you're not. I'm not afraid.
Hmm.
And I'm going to tell you. And you know what? I'll wait till we get to that contract signed
Oh, I thought he was going to say something else.
because I'll tell you this right now. I got nothing to lose, but I got everything to gain.
Except your
But
colon.
John, you forgot the most important thing about the 29th.
Mhm.
The loser gets 2 shots.
Okay. Again, Carl. I got one from Marina Shafir. I'm pretty okay in that department.
Oh my
Not,
God.
John. Not with who I have trying to get in store.
All I'm going to say is I'm ready. And I will when we do all that the week before that show and we have our contract sign in, that's when I will say what I want to really say.
Oh God.
Unless you want me to say it now.
You know what? I want to hear this now, actually.
Yeah, me too. I want to
Okay.
hear it now.
So Mr. Blaine, the floor is yours.
Okay. Carl, you've known me now for some time, correct?
Yeah.
You've known how many obstacles I've had to jump through. Okay?
Yeah.
You can jump. Oops. I'm just saying.
Shut up, Costa. You know what I have been through with this show.
Yeah.
You know I am at the point now I will put my body on the line for anything regarding this show. Because I know in the end that this show will succeed. Even if I have to die on this hill. And that's the reason why I'm doing this challenge, is for the success of the show. Am I nuts? Yeah. Am I psychotic? Probably.
Mm-hmm.
So we know you're not,
But it's
you stepped up the challenge to me.
But it's pride that I have. And I have pride in myself. I have pride in myself with this show. And any of the challenges that you throw at me, I'm going to take them. Take them like a man.
I'm getting ulcers just thinking about this. I'm sorry. But have fun. I will not put my body on the line for anything.
I feel like I need to contact Febreze or Lysol for the bathroom at the building.
John, I forgot to tell you this part.
Oh, shit.
Lex will
God.
be at the 29th show.
Oh yeah, you told me this.
He is joining us in doing the White Castle sandwiches, but he's not putting on the hot sauces. That is strictly just for you. But he's doing this 3 sandwiches just like you and I are.
Okay. But like I said, Carl, we do the show the week beforehand. We'll have the contract signing that night.
Not a problem, Johnny boy.
That's unless you don't chicken out beforehand.
You really are trying to egg me on more to challenge you.
Carl, this isn't me egging you on. This is me standing up to you. And finally,
I'm giving you props. I'm giving
Ryan,
you
what were you
props
gonna
that you're stepping up.
hold on, Ryan, what were you going to say?
I wouldn't say breaking news, but apparently there was a surprise return on NXT tonight.
Who?
Who?
Sonya Deville.
Oh,
Wait, what?
Come again?
Yeah. And it looks like she's like the co-leader of Toxic Attraction.
oh.
Can we get a video package?
Oh God.
Oh, trust me, it will be live on this network.
I mean,
Oh
Cheyenne,
yes, it will.
I mean, if we no, we don't have enough time between now and then. I would say we can splice up between this show, the other challenge we did, and all that stuff. But that's gonna take some time. But yeah, Carl, it's me finally standing up to you. It's me finally realizing that I'm tired, and this is the last thing I'm gonna say, and I'll say more about this when we do the contract signing. It's more the fact that I'm tired of people using me as a punching bag. And I'm tired of people stepping over me.
I feel it.
And that's
Fair
where
enough.
I'm going to. So, yeah.
Know your worth.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
Billy just said it. Know your worth.
Exactly. But, yeah, we will do that at the contract signing.
Because
We'll
if you survive this, you have your challenge for New Year's Day. You already know what New Year's Day challenge is.
You forgot.
For Billy, the New Year's Day challenge is the world sourest powder
Oh,
that
God.
him and I are doing.
Oh yes.
Are you snorting it?
Yeah, I was going to say, how are we doing
Nope.
that part?
Spoon right into the mouth.
So, basically, it's a cinnamon challenge without the cinnamon part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
So it's,
if you remember, I sent it in our group chat.
I know.
So on TikTok, actually.
I know.
Mm,
I have to thank Anthony Cole for that one.
I remember. Yeah.
Carl, aren't we a little old for TikTok?
Oh, I can.
But then there's you and I.
Oh,
Really?
Hot chocolate.
Carl, I was just saying, isn't that what your bones do when you move? They tick and they talk.
oh shit. Oh shit.
I don't have a TikTok.
And by the way, Carl, you're not even reading the comments now. Apparently, I do have one person on my side with this challenge.
The little midget don't count.
Oh, Cheyenne's on your side, John?
Yep.
Oh boy.
Really?
Here goes Team John.
Okay.
Like I said, the little midget don't count.
That's
You
an
should be-
inappropriate term.
Hold on. Carl, if we're going to go on that, are you sure you're not talking about yourself?
Oh God. Uh-oh.
Wait, I'm sorry.
Just
Am I the
remember one
tallest
thing,
one
John.
here?
No.
Yes.
Ryan's.
I'm 6'1".
I've got
Yeah,
you
really.
beating heels.
Well, yeah, I guess.
Yeah, I'm
Ask
fine.
John and Carl. They saw me at the induction
Yeah.
thing.
Well, yeah, that's. What? No! Bring it back! Bring it back! Bring it back! Bring it back! Bring it back!
I'm trying to do my job, and John's trying to overtake it.
Hi, Cheyenne.
Cheyenne, I'm taller than you.
Are you?
Carl, that doesn't. You're an inch taller than him.
Excuse me? Right, shut up.
I'm laughing about the whole fucking thing.
Now I can underhear you because I muted him. What did you say, John?
You say that you're taller than him, but that's only the case when you wear your boots because they're about an inch taller than him. Yeah.
And you broke Carl.
No, I'll remember that tomorrow when I come to your house, John.
Oh shit.
So, am I going to need a shovel on the 29th to clean up some leftover residue from this challenge, or
No, because we're gonna go into this like men, and we're gonna walk out of this like men.
Shit in your pants, right?
yep?
Yeah,
And
exactly.
remember one thing, John. You can't pregame.
I'm not going to. And on the flip side, neither can you. I don't know.
Oh god.
Billy, you have a comment coming in.
Yep.
But Carl, read the comment beforehand.
Oh, I'm ignoring the little midget.
Oh, I want to see the call.
I'm sorry, Carl. You don't speak for the rest. Oh,
Guys, size doesn't matter.
Yes.
Leave it at that.
Okay.
Moving on.
On that note, I should probably get out of here.
You're good.
Why? You're fine.
You're good. But yeah. So Carl, you'll make the other announcements in case people are just joining us now and didn't hear, the stuff we do have coming in. Not involving
So-
you and I in this battle at the end of the month.
For those of you who missed our previous announcement, we now have, as I put it on me full screen so people can see, we actually have our own coffee mugs, along with our own coffee, and we have our own t-shirts. They are all available for purchase. We will put up our Facebook on Facebook and on our Twitter account. We will put on there the link for the PayPal to purchase. And also, when you purchase, please give your name and address so we can send them to you.
Yes.
All right.
Yes. And
unless you live in Canada, then you just meet Carl at the border, and Carl will just slingshot it over the border wall.
Bruh, please don't start that shit, man. Please don't start that shit.
so,
Air call coming at you.
All right.
Also, guys, before I forget, if you go, hold on. Okay, hang on 1 second, guys. Just talk amongst yourselves because I got to do some work here. Give me 1 second.
Oh, Jesus H. Christ.
Oh god, what happened now?
Nothing bad.
I'm putting him in the background while he's doing that stuff so we could talk.
All right.
Talk amongst yourselves.
Amongst us.
I'll give you a topic.
So, Ryan, what do you have coming up shortly?
So, this coming weekend, I have 2 events lined up. I have an event in Staten Island on Saturday with Warriors of Wrestling, which I found out what the main event will be. It'll be for the Warriors of Wrestling Heavyweight Championship. It'll be the current champion himself and John's favorite wrestler of all time, Joe Ocasio, taking on the challenger, Darius Carter.
Okay.
Carl's other favorite person. The 16th, the following day, I have Invictus Pro Wrestling in the Mecca, Richfield Park, New Jersey, as we team up with Tesla Strength Wrestling, which is owned by Slick Wagner Brown. What, John?
We actually have somebody joining us
Oh,
right now.
Jesus H. Christ.
Wait a minute. Hey!
I'm sorry, is that the voice?
I think it is
I
the
know where
voice
he's
Cheyenne
looking
Ortiz.
at right now.
Where am I?
What's going on, Cheyenne?
Hey everybody, I just wanted to point out that all the nice people here at the podcast, including Carl the Giant Killer, have invited me several times, and I didn't think there was a better time to come on the show than now, because everyone has invited me, including Carl. So I just figured, as I was watching, and I watch every week, and John knows that, and John, like Carl's, invited me, and I just figured, what better? Hold on, hey Billy, what better time to be on the show than now? Ahora, as we say in Puerto Rico, that's Spanish for now, because Puerto Rico and Mexico aren't the same thing unless you live in a small town in New Jersey.
Oh, God.
Oh, this is great.
Okay.
Have I mentioned that I like all you guys a lot? You're pretty cool people. All of you.
What a
Thank
sing.
you.
Bless her cotton socks.
Thank you. Unless what? I didn't hear that.
But yes, Cheyenne,
How you
glad
doing,
to-
Cheyenne?
I'm doing good. You look miserable to see me, Carl. How are you?
I'm not miserable. I'm glad you finally came on the show.
Now, I don't want to be now, contrary to belief, I don't want to be rude. Ryan, tell everybody where you're going to be this weekend and keep selling that Warriors of Wrestling card.
That's all I know is that main event. I have no idea what the rest of the card is like.
What do you
The
have?
Warriors
What
of
else do you have
Wrestling.
this weekend? What else do you have this weekend?
I have Invictus on Sunday, and then at the end of the month, I think there's an event that you're a part of as well called Ace Pro Wrestling.
Yeah, I'm going to be at Ace Pro Wrestling Friday the 28th in Teaneck, New Jersey at Windsor Road at the Knights of Columbus. And we've got a lot of matches lined up. I wish I could tell you what the main event is, but what I could tell you about the main event is it's all legal.
All right.
Okay.
Hey, that's gonna be fun. But
Will it be Carl on a pole match?
You're not loud mouth.
No, we want people to show up. What I'm saying is, in the main event, everything is legal. That's all I'll say.
Okay.
interesting. I am looking forward to that whole show.
I think
That's
the
tempting.
fans especially will be looking forward to that show.
Yes, and Billy, that is the end of the month. That's the 28th.
Yep.
You know, I can't think of a better way for all of us to get together and raise Carl's blood pressure and spend that weekend together, since in theory we're going to be together all 3 days. So I can't think of a better way to get together. You know, I want to make sure I'm saying this gentleman's name correctly. Costa, is that it? Costa?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Costa.
Costa. You know, unlike Carl, I invite you to the shows, and I'll even cover your moose port or your flight ticket or whatever it works out there in Canada.
Hey, thank you, man. I gotta teleport over there or something like that, man.
So come on down to the Ace Wrestling show on Friday, October the 28th. We'll all be there. Every single one of us. I think Billy's going to be there too.
All right.
Oh.
I'll try to get down there.
And I think Carl's favorite wrestler of all time, Alvin Alvarez, will possibly be on that show too.
Yeah, Carl, why do you hate Alvin Alvarez?
This is a paper chump.
Now, Carl, in this discussion, I want to react to you with the following question. What makes him a paper champion?
Because he was a champion during COVID, don't count. He never defended his title.
Now, to be fair, while you, in fact, have a firm and fair argument, I want to keep in mind that since defending his title, Alvin Alvarez has defeated Stockade, Vince Steele, and Dan Moff.
Beat Moff.
That was with help, not by himself.
Did he beat him?
He had help winning those,
No,
keeping that
that's-
title.
Mr. Roberts, that's not what I asked you. Did Alvin beat Moff?
Yes.
Did Alvin beat Cade Lockbrook?
Yes.
And despite coming up short just a few weeks ago, did he 1 year ago defeat Vince Steele?
Yes.
And would you not say that those are three of the most reputable names, not just in independent wrestling, but in the tri-state area?
Yes.
In conclusion, Your Honor, I think if nothing else, there's quite a bit of weight, quite a bit of bullion behind the reign of Alvin Alvarez.
No, there's not.
Oh, yeah.
No, there's not.
No, there's not. He had
Now-
help keeping that belt. He did not win on his own.
But he retained it. Is that correct?
By trickery, he retained it, which is
But-
not a true champion.
Uh-huh.
A true champion would defend his title on his own.
So when Roman Reigns beat Finn Balor with a magic top rope break, does that lessen his title reign? Would you say that to the tribal chief? I'm just checking here, pal.
You really want to go through this argument?
I'm just
sucked as a champion.
Wow. All right.
Wow.
All right. I think Alvin Alvarez was a very, very good Ace Heavyweight champion.
He's better as a DJ than he is as a champion.
Let's not go that far. Let's not go that far.
All right, now that we're going into the champions Carl doesn't like, Carl, what's your issues with Darius Carter then?
Darius
This
Carter,
week?
he's just an asshole.
Yeah.
Darius Carter's just an asshole.
Yeah, I'll definitely agree on that one. Well, not to me, you know. He likes me.
You know, I'm the kryptonite for most people.
Darius Carter's fantastic with me. We're colleagues.
Well, yes, Carl, Ryan and I actually discussed this after Magic, actually. That every
After
time
he was off, yes.
he lost the Pro Wrestling Magic title to Moth. He lost the
BCW title to Marina Shafir.
Yeah.
after being on our show. And Alvin Alvarez lost the title after you held him down when Vince Steele was going to give him a chest slap.
Yep.
So yeah. So that's why we're not bringing you to a WWE event, because I'm afraid Roman Reigns will lose his title.
Yeah.
I'm just
Probably, yeah.
I'm just saying.
I wouldn't be surprised.
God, this has been such a fun show tonight.
Yeah.
This has been a fun show tonight. But I guess whoever else has anything else for this week, you can tell people what you have coming up, and then I guess we'll wrap the show up. Anybody?
Well, we could
I'm
go with
good.
our
What was it?
special guest.
I'm good.
Yes, Billy.
Well, I mean, personally, this week we're working on letters C and O in Ms. Wolf's class. Yeah,
Interesting.
super. If you guys need some help with vocabulary and phonics, just let me know.
Oh, you should teach John some.
Wow.
You have a new student right there above you. Definitely teach yeah.
Okay, moving on. Diane, what about you? Do you have anything coming up this week that you'd like to promote?
Hey, what do you got coming up this weekend?
This weekend, I am actually going to be filming a couple different projects that are going to be launching on my YouTube channel. But at the end of the month, you can catch me with Ace Pro Wrestling. That's Friday night, October the 28th in Teaneck, New Jersey. The very, very next night, I'm going to be at a place called, so I can know exactly where I'm going to be at. That's right. I'm going to be at CCW. That will be at the Mecca, Ridgefield Park, New Jersey, with Ryan Peterson, might I add. And then the very next night after that, on the 30th, I am going to be for BCW, the Grand Dragon Tournament. That's what I got.
Yep, and we could actually announce right now we are actually sponsoring the main event of CCW, which will be Madman Fulton taking on PCO.
That's correct.
Yep.
So, yep, we are the sponsors for that. That just became official a couple days ago.
Are you guys sponsoring for BCW and Ace that weekend too?
BCW, Carl, right? Yes, we are.
I haven't spoken to Anthony about that yet.
No, Bree, we are, because remember he put our name in because we're bringing in the other manager for the tag team title.
Oh, yes. That's right. We are actually bringing in the manager for the Runaway, which is the lovely Miss Larkin, will be in action.
Yay.
She's a
With the
really,
runway
really
on-
great talent.
She is.
And yeah, we don't know about Ace yet. That's Carl is in charge of that stuff. But yes. Costa, what about you, buddy?
Man, I'm just recovering. Honestly, man, I have nothing to. Actually, I do have something to promote. On Thursday, I will be at AEW Rampage in Toronto. First ever AEW live events. On Wednesday for Dynamite and on Thursday for Rampage. So, for anybody watching, if you're in the area, please come by and say hi. I don't bite. I'm the kindest person you will ever meet. So, yeah.
So, wrestling fans, if you're at AEW this week, go see my man Costa. He doesn't bite, he just nibbles.
Yeah, there you go. Thank you for the plug, Mr. Chaya, and I appreciate it.
All right, so let me go now to the last one here, the producer, Carl. Carl, what about you? What would you like to promote?
If you're down in Baltimore, come say hello to us. We'll have all our merchandise available. We'll even sign autographs.
Is that this weekend? Celeb Fest, I assume?
Yep.
Yeah.
Celeb Fest this week. Yes, sir.
And actually, Cheyenne, before I forget.
And then next weekend at Pro Wrestling Magic, we are the proud sponsor of Alex Ryman versus AEW's own Sonny Kiss.
Nice.
For the Dark Arts Championship.
Very nice.
What a match.
And then, like I said before,
Best friends going at it.
Mm-hmm.
and like I said before, we will be at Celeb Fest on Sunday.
Yes.
So we come see us. We'll definitely, you can get your coffee, your shirts, your mugs. You can get an autograph from us. We'll take pictures and go from there. But if nobody else has anything else to say, I will wrap the show up now.
Go ahead, John.
Okay.
I don't have a curfew. If you want to start asking me questions, I'll answer them. Go ahead.
Anybody have any questions for Cheyenne?
Don't worry, Shy. We'll get you back on here to do a full interview.
But guys, for Billy, for Cheyenne, for Ryan, for Costa, and for Carl, I'm John. This has been another installment of the Round the Ropes podcast. If you're, like we said before, if you're in the Baltimore area, come see us. Be at Celeb Fest this Sunday from 12 to 4. And then you'll see us here again next week. But again, for everybody here, see you guys down in Baltimore this Sunday.
Peace.